We may have a slight issue here. My game is having a very hard time loading. I think I may have accidentally loaded into a, fuck. I feel like this might be the save that has the rate of 200 people coming in. It's actually over 200. It's like 200 indigenous people coming in. And holy shit, is this thing making me lag. Like, my CPU is basically 100% utilized right now. It is basically getting fucking destroyed. Not getting destroyed anymore. Yeah, but I guarantee you right now, a raid is coming in. Yeah. I'm going to load in through the last time I saved the game. Let's just close this. And let's give this a hot second. Fucking Christ. This is what happens when you have 200 mods. Can you close? I don't give a shit. Don't make me get the executable out here. Alright, and then Steam, feel free to open as well. Christ, as soon as you open up rimworld, everything dies. And then Microsoft Protection coming in here with 30% utilization of my CPU. No wonder why this thing fucking dies. Let's see. Let's try this again. Alright, well, we're gonna have to give this like 10 minutes to load, so enjoy the music.
Good fortune, gang. Good fortune, gang. I got big money in my potato. Good fortune, gang. Good fortune, gang. I got big gold coffers. Hey, good fortune, gang. Good fortune, gang.
Cloud Ruler Temple. Joffrey Godheat.
I got ice on my wrist. I got ice on my bitch. I can bite your bitch. Boy, you ain't shit. I got ice on my wrist. I got ice on my bitch. I can bite your bitch. Boy, you ain't shit. I got ice on my wrist. I got ice on my bitch. I can bite your bitch. Boy, you ain't shit. I got ice on my wrist. I got ice on my bitch. I can bite your bitch. Boy, you ain't shit. Yeah, I got ice. I got clout, stupid bitch. Oh, I made math for a fix. What? Money comes, money goes real quick. Ah, fuck, haters, real shit. Used to be a blade, but I smoke blunts. Bitch, come here, I want to bust a nut. Hey, they say I always flex a lot. What? Bitch, I don't give a fuck. I got ice on my wrist. I got ice on my bitch. I can bite your bitch. Boy, you ain't shit. I got ice on my wrist. I got ice on my bitch. I can bite your bitch. Boy, you ain't shit. I got ice on my wrist. I got ice on my bitch. I can bite your bitch. Boy, you ain't shit. I got ice on my wrist. I got ice on my bitch. I can bite your bitch. Boy, you ain't shit. Hey, you want to fuck me for my clout fucking thought? You want to fuck me for my clout? I think not. Yeah, right, boy. I go motherfucking hard. I spent 20K on my watch. Used to be a blade, but I smoke blunts. Bitch, come here. I want to bust a nut. Hey, they say I always flex a lot. What? Bitch, I don't give a fuck about that. I got ice on my wrist. I got ice on my bitch. I can bite your bitch. Boy, you ain't shit. I got ice on my wrist. I got ice on my bitch. I can bite your bitch. Boy, you ain't shit. I got ice on my wrist. I got ice on my bitch. I can bite your bitch. Boy, you ain't shit. I got ice on my wrist. I got ice on my bitch. I can bite your bitch. Boy, you ain't shit.
Cloud Ruler Temple.
Bitch, we down here. We down here. Bitch, we down here. We down here.
I drive a Lambo. I smoke big fat blunts. Gang. I keep that fucking thing from me. I got good stunts. I'm rich. You can call me Anonymous Flex because I flex. Fool. Gray Fox, more like Gray Flex. I hate bitches, that type of chemist.
Bitch, we down here. We down here. Bitch, we down here. We down here. Bitch, we down here. We down here. Bitch, we down here. We down here.
I'm at the top.
Cloud Ruler Temple.
Hey, trapping with the gang, trapping with the gang. Hey, brand new armored horse for the Mustang. Hey, bitch, I run the gang. Don't fuck with the blades, just got 90K. Fuck 3 bitches, I forgot their names. I can't lie, no dot. Hey, Rolls Royce with no top. Hey, Rolex on my wrist. Hey, bitch, you know I'm hot. Hey, boy, I'm what you're not. Hey, boy, I flex a lot. Yeah, bitch, boy, I flex a lot. Money counters never stop. Brand new Lambo, you need all this crap. Shit, block, easy diamonds, right? Haters don't see me, all my ice. I can fear it, ice. Damn it, haters freezing all this crap. Shit, block, easy diamonds, right? Haters don't see me, all my diamonds. I can fear it, 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 I can Virid, active, virid, active, virid, active, virid. Tough nigga talk shit. He can't suck my little tip, bitch. Nigga think he's savage. Diarrhea, bitch. Active, virid, diamonds on my neck. Your bitch just wanna see me flex. Spend a fat check. Real nigga side effects. I can't lie, no not. Hey, Rolls Royce with no top. Hey, Rolex on my wrist. Hey, bitch, you know I'm hot. Hey, boy, I'm what you're not. Hey, boy, I flex a lot. Yeah, bitch, boy, I flex a lot. Money counters never stop. Brand new Lambo. You need all this crap shit blocking. Easy diamonds, right? Haters don't see me. All my ice. Active, virid, ice. Damn it, haters freezing. All this crap shit blocking. Easy diamonds, right? Haters don't see me. All my diamonds. Active, virid, 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 active, virid. All my diamonds. Active, virid. All my diamonds. Active, virid.
Cloud Ruler Temple.
Hey.
We count breath, oh, we count septims, oh, we count gold, oh, we count breath, oh, we count septims, oh, we count gold, oh, we count breath, oh, bitch, count breath, oh, count gold, oh, count breath, oh, bitch, count breath, oh, count gold, oh, count breath, oh.
Move that skoomin', keep that gold, fam. Hey, move that crack, that ship sold. Hey, blah, blah, blah. Thought? No talkie right now. Suck. That cocky right now. Fuck. What do you want from me? A hug? Bitch, I'm a thug. Hey, gang. 21 savage. Bitch, I did damage. Saucy like I want that blade, boy. Hey, gang. Bitch, I'm a blade, boy.
We count breath, oh, we count septims, oh, we count gold, oh, we count breath, oh, we count septims, oh, we count gold, oh, we count breath, oh, bitch, count breath, oh, count gold, oh, count breath.
All right. Well, considering that this is not going to really, this is gonna take fucking forever to load. You know, might as well watch a video. There's this new Asmongold video that came out. I know how all you guys like that shit. Here, let me go find it real quickly. Let's see, it was over late game in Elder Scrolls Online. Asmongold, yes so. And let's see. Oh damn. There's quite a few of them he has watched now. Yeah, I was gonna say there's like 2 of them I haven't seen. Yeah, we're just gonna watch the one that I have seen so that we could actually get some extra information here, because I know there's this one that actually requires it. Necromancer, I have nothing, I don't know shit about that. Here we go. Not to say that I don't know anything about Necromancer, it's just that I haven't played it yet. And I'm not really going to play it until Elsewhere comes out, because I'm not going to fucking reduce my longevity for this shit. There we go. Okay. Yoink. Let me go ahead and put that there. And let's go ahead and mute this music just so that we don't have Walrus rapping fat lines in the background while also screaming racial profanities. Yeah. I know they want this to be louder too.
Guys, there are 2 questions that I get asked all the time. The first question is,
one second,
how do I
we
get
actually
that
gonna need to scroll past quite a few of this.
All right, there. Nixium's joining a black metal band. That's good. That's really good to see. Invest that much time.
So yeah, just to go over like why we're skipping that portion, it's just because during that portion, Asmongold is just talking about various MMOs he might do, and talking about doing MMO, trying like a new MMO every Monday. So that was going to be like his thing. So we're just skipping like that 5 minutes just so that I could save you a little bit of extra time, while Rimworld in the background is slowly taking its time to load. Wow, I should probably actually change that size, because that's right, Rimworld's actually in 1440p. Alright, let's go.
I'm into it unless I'm going to get something like pretty big out of it. Okay, and I don't know if I can really explain it in like a good way, but there it is.
Free subscription to my favorite streamer on Twitch using Twitch Prime.
Fucking
But the second
chilling.
question, the more important one,
Okay.
is what exactly do you do at endgame in ESO? Sure, the leveling looks fun, but what about when you hit level 50? What happens then? Well, fellas, I'd like to answer that question. It's an absolutely massive answer that I'm going to try to condense into
Roll
a
your
nice
game.
bite-sized video. There's a lot of stuff to cover, so let's just sit back, relax. Let's take a look at ESO's endgame experience. Now, the first thing you're going to need to do, guys, is you're going to have to actually reach ESO's endgame. You're going to quest, you're
Just
going to
really
explore,
easy.
do dungeons, whatever, and you're going to hit level 50. And you're going to sit there and say, yes, I did it. I'm ready now for endgame, right?
Right?
No, because now you need to get to champion point level 160. And that, my friends, is when your endgame experience will
I think I
truly
remember seeing
begin.
this part
no,
of
I
it.
know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking to
Yeah.
yourself, oh my
Well, the thing is, it's not really that ESO's endgame is really at 160, because once you're 160, that's just when gear stops scaling. That's when it just becomes max level gear. At that point, you're not even really close to being max level power, because you still have... Let's see, right now, I think the total cap for Elder Scrolls Online is up there at 830, 60, right around there. That's when you actually stop gaining champion points that contribute to your overall power. Now, that cap usually raises by 30 every expansion. Usually. They're trying to reduce it nowadays because they're too worried about power creep, because, well, now there's people with 800 champion points, and that puts like a plus 20 multiplier on pretty much every single stat, which makes content abominably easy. I mean, I think Outcast just came out with a Necromancer build that did 90,000 DPS, which is asininely high. That's some DPS that entire groups of 4 or 5 people can't even achieve. So that's just to show you how DPS is getting a little bit wonky in this game. And to also mention that Nixium's probably not playing at Outcast level. So, maybe we're not getting the entire experience there quite yet.
My God,
I remember hearing
Nixium,
about
I
this.
just got to level 50, and now I need to grind out 160 champion point levels too?
That's
going to
insane.
take forever.
Well, it's
Don't
actually a
worry.
champion point
No,
cap
it won't.
around like
Champion points or
3,600.
CP are kind of like Paragon levels that are rewarded for doing pretty much anything in the game, and you're going to get a ton of them really fast for doing practically nothing. You're going to hit 160 pretty quick. That's all I'm trying to say.
That's good.
Now, for those that don't know how this CP system works, let me quickly explain why hitting 160 CP is the beginning of the true end game. Really, it all has to deal with gear, but CP levels also give you these talent points that you can invest into these different talent trees.
What is this like a cosmic mythology here? Holy shit.
To make your character.
Well, no, it's actually just copy and paste system over from Skyrim. Because remember in Skyrim you had those like 3 schools of magic plus your thievery line. Oops, sorry, I just hit the microphone. Plus the like arm of line with blacksmithing, heavy armor, and 2-handed weapons. It's basically a copy and paste of that system, except instead of getting different stats or unlocking new things, you just kind of get stat multipliers. It's only stat multipliers.
Are
pretty
more
complex.
powerful. You'll swing harder, you
To a
can cast
degree.
stronger spells, you'll have more health recovery, whatever.
Oh,
Now,
that's a
you can
Naga.
go up
Look at
to
that.
CP level 810 in ESO. But you see,
Wow.
160, CP 160, that's when the gear stops scaling for your character. Now, you might be sitting there scratching your head like,
Yeah.
what? And
That's
that's
about
why I
right.
drew these MS Paint images.
Oh,
you
wow.
see this? That is you, that happy
Look at
little
that boy.
Argonian. So let's explain this.
One
Now
skilly
let's
boy.
say you're level 50 and you have a
Okay.
champion point power level of 61. Now what that means is when a piece of gear drops anywhere, it's
Okay.
going to be level 50, CP level 61.
Yeah, it's
Now,
good so far.
eventually,
Better
though,
than his last
you're going
explanation
to
of
get to
CP.
level, let's say, CP level 80, and a new piece of gear is going to drop, and it is going to be more powerful than that level 61
Ooh, and hot
CP
damn, this
piece
thing's
of
actually
gear.
So
loaded.
like, was it
One
150 or
And
160
at
is the highest?
160, that's when this stops.
Then the scaling
Even
stops,
if you
okay.
are CP level 165, for example,
The gear's the
gear
same.
that will be dropping will be CP 160.
Makes sense.
Although, even after 160, you will still continue to get those talent points that I mentioned that you can invest to make your character.
Can you trade gear in this game? So like, let's say like what, like you kill something with your friend, like can you just give him the item that you get?
Yeah,
So you can just trade gear.
most certainly.
Wow. Okay.
strong?
True, you'd be able to trade the gear, but you won't be able to wear it until you're actually that CP level. So say if you're CP 30 and someone from CP 810 gives you a fancy CP 160 gear, you can't really use it, but you could probably just toss it in your bank for a hot second. The reason why CP and gear kind of works like that is just because of the legacy of this game. Because prior to CP, we had veteran ranks, and those were character locked. So say if you wanted to get to veteran rank 12 or 16, you would have to quest an absurd amount to actually get to to veteran rank 13 or to veteran rank 16. So it would have taken you ages to actually get to that level. Nowadays, it kind of makes it pretty easy because the veteran rank system was rolled over into the champion point system, which then became account-wide, which made it really, really, really freaking easy to get all of this crap. Really easy to get all this crap. So, yeah, that's kind of why. It stopped at 160. They could eventually raise it from CP 160 to, say, CP 180 by adding a new resource for you to harvest and to make gear out of. However, will they really do that? Probably not, because everyone in the game would lose their collective shit over that system. Considering how many gear sets there are in this game nowadays, trying to grind all of that over again, oh my god.
Okay, so now you're ready. You hit level 50. You just hit 160 champion point level, and that CP 160 gear is dropping for you. The highest of the highest.
Okay.
The best of the best.
That's
You
really
are ready
good.
to go, boy. It's time for endgame, but what do you do? What do you do now, Nixium? What do you do?
What do you
Well,
do?
You decide, really. Like many, if not most MMOs,
Let's
SO's
say Nixium's
endgame
dragging out
has a
that
lot to do with
fucking
gearing
time
up.
as
But
much
it
as
also
humanly
has a lot
possible.
to do with making your character as badass as possible in the way that you want your character to be a badass. And I'll
Okay, that
explain what I
sounds
mean
great.
by that in a moment, but the question is, first and foremost, how do you gear your character up? Well, in ESO, the developers handle gear a little bit differently compared to other MMORPGs because you see,
All right.
there are 7 different paths that you can take to get gear in the game. The first path is through the open world. At endgame,
I just want to say real quickly, it's not me that's, or the video itself that's lagging. It's actually my system, because I'm trying to load into my rimworld map right now, and that game is absolutely dying right now. With 200 mods, this game does not like what I'm doing to it. It does not like whatsoever.
most likely, you'll have barely explored 20% of the world. So there's still tons of quests to do.
Okay. All right. So this
All right,
obviously
all right,
sounds really
all right.
fucking good. This does sound good. Everything about it does seem interesting. I'm not sold, but okay.
Delves to explore. Those are single-player
Yeah,
dungeons.
there's a lot of
that
things we
you
saw
can
one of
go.
those.
At least.
There are achievements to get, treasures to find, and so on. So go
Ooh,
on. Keep
collectibles.
questing.
Wait. Can you get mounts in this game?
You can get mounts in this game. However, the mounts you're probably thinking, like mounts that are rare drops from world bosses, no, those are not really that common. The mounts that you can actually get in this game, let's see, you got the ones from the crate stores. You get ones that you can just straight up buy from the store. And then you have mounts that you can purchase in-game through gold. And there are a couple of mounts you can earn. I'm thinking, oh wow, That thing actually loaded, blowing my mind. So, yeah, there are a couple amounts that you can actually earn through in-game. The indirect one is the main one I'm thinking of, plus the various other attachments you can get for that turn it into a different color indirects. And there are a couple of pets you can get as well as a crap load of mementos and skin customizations they could also get. So say if you wanted to be a Soul Shriven, you can grind out in the Imperial City sewers for that Soul Shriven skin plus the little Banekin pet. I mean, there are things, but the mounts, there's like no specific drops that I can think of in-world that you can get from mounts.
Can you get mounts in this game or no?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and to mention it too, mounts in this game, they're really just cosmetic. The actual speed of your mount, the actual carrying capacity of the mount, and your actual stamina of the mount is all character bound. So if you want a character that can ride a horse really fast, the character itself has to level up with the riding skill. And you can level up 1 point every day. And there is, I want to say 30 in each tree. No, is it 60 or 30? I can't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, I think it's 60 for each one. So you get 60 speed, 60 stamina, 60 carrying capacity. And that just takes 60 days for each category. So you can look at it probably a couple of months there to get a lot of things.
Yes. Okay. Good. All right. I just want to make sure because like if you couldn't listen, I quit Guild Wars 1 because you couldn't jump.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
100% each zone. And
Why
as
would
you
not
quest,
jumping?
Wait,
Why
they're
would
from
that
the
be gone?
shop? No, dude. What do you mean? So you can
Chat
you get
doesn't-
to go
chat
faster
doesn't
because
really-
you buy them from the shop?
Chat really doesn't explain very well.
No. There's no way that's true. There's no okay. That all right. Not all of them. Oh well, that sounds familiar.
you
Sounds
kill
like World
those
of Warcraft.
outdoor world bosses and you fight mobs, open treasure chests, whatever, you will find overland sets of gear to
Overland,
make your
okay.
character even more powerful. But let's say that you don't want a quest. You're done with the lore and all that stuff. Well, your second option, you could do some dungeons. Descend deep into Esso's many dungeons and caverns.
I wanna say
slay
there's close to
bosses,
30
find
or
treasures,
so
test
dungeons
your
that you could do at
skills on
max level
veteran
nowadays.
difficulty dungeon bosses one day. And during these adventures, you will find
not-
dungeon sets of gear for your...
I'm not sold on this combat, man. I'm really not sold on the combat.
It's kind of hard to be sold on combat when you're dealing with somebody who is not terribly familiar with the combat. I mean, because he's not really doing it terribly effectively. I mean, his DPS is probably in like the 6,000 range. Oh, no, you can see it up there. It's in the 12,000 range. Okay, so he's okay, but realize that there's a lot of ways you can optimize your DPS, and there's a lot of things like animation canceling to increase your DPS, bar swapping to use various other abilities, and to manage your minor and major debuffs at all times. I mean, there's a lot of micromanaging that goes into this combat, so it actually is a lot more complex than what appears to seem, as well as the fact you also have to be much more aware of the dangers around in your environment. So you have to be much more aware of the AoE the bosses put out, of the pets put out, when you get stunned, what you can and cannot block, what you have to dodge roll, and where to go during certain mechanics. He's playing some of the more easy dungeons that are a little bit more forgiving, but some of the harder ones, like Scaled Coral Peak, oh my god, dude, those things, is that place freaking intense and really, really like requires an extreme amount of precision to do, as well as the fact you have to do a lot of DPS to get the boss down in, a reasonable amount of time. So, yeah, it may look a little bit simplistic from the eyes of Nixium, who may or may not be getting carried like crazy through these dungeons. But, yeah, you could have a little bit of qualms with it. It's not as, a million different abilities on the exact same bar that do roughly very similar things. No. You don't get, it's a different combat system than what you get in World of Warcraft. It's much, much different. But with regards to the sets, there actually is a lot of sets going on here. So let's actually take a look here. So this is the Wixie from Fextra's Life, who already done a video about that. But going through all of the sets, It would take you a hot second to get through them. So here are all of the sets. So, I mean, you got quite a few options here, and these are all available at 160. And these are all sets that could either be 2-piece, 3-piece, or 5-piece sets. And you can all mix and match them because you have to remember, you have 3 ring slots, 2 slots for weapons, and then you have, let's see, I want to say 7 body pieces. So in total, you can have 2 5-piece sets and a monster set that requires, or doesn't really require anything, but it actually opens a huge amount of build diversity. I mean, just the stuff you can craft alone is immense. And you can also make it in whatever armor type, medium, heavy, or light armor. And not to mention just the fact you have the 3 other sets plus monster helms. Weapon sets you get from things like a Maelstrom Arena, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there was over like 150 sets in this game. Not to mention all the potential build combinations, as well as trait variations that exist within this game. I mean, it would be hard to tell specifically how many different build variations there are in this game. Clearly over 1 million.
Am I wrong on this?
It's still pretty good
that-
combat.
It
It has a lot
doesn't-
higher of a ceiling than you would probably anticipate.
It's all right. I mean, hey, it's all right, but damn, it could be a hell of a lot better.
Maybe he needs to look at some
Guild
other
Wars
people.
2 has the best combat. We'll look at that afterwards. But I want
Do
to
some
focus on
Fang
this
Rush,
right now.
do
Okay.
some Outcast HQ.
Skyrim. Hey.
Character. And as you do dungeons, guys, why not also go meet the Undaunted faction, a group of NPCs outside of your faction stronghold that will reward you with monster sets of gear for slaying veteran-level dungeon bosses across Tamriel.
Oh,
But
okay.
There's
man,
a lot of
you
monster
don't
sets
want
too.
to just stick with dungeons. You want to raid. Well, go and get your guild together, boy,
Yeah.
and try out
Fuck
some of
yeah.
Esso's trials, both on normal or veteran difficulty.
But it's only a 10-man
Either
raid.
way, a
12-man
challenge is
raid.
going to await you and your group, as well as trial sets of gear that you can attain. But as we all know, guys,
Trials,
getting
okay.
together a ton of friends for raiding and whatever,
12?
it can be hard. So sometimes you just want, you just want a big challenge for maybe your
I just like, dude, I mean, why can't they just be a 50-man raids?
I'm curious as to where Nixium got that footage of, because that footage looks way different, because that is way more precise than what he's doing. Because this person right now is blasting through the first arena in the Maelstrom Arena. I wouldn't be surprised if this was like Outcast HQ trying to do his flawless, deathless run on his like Nightblade or something like that. But to go back to the trials, yeah, there are 12-man trials, but you could also do groups up to a maximum of, I want to say 24. 24 is the maximum per group. However, I mean, you could also just have people follow along the group as well for much larger raids. The servers can handle it. I was going to say, if you had 40 people in a single Elder Scrolls Online raid, everyone's system would be chugging ass. God, that'd be so many particle effects going off at all times. Yikes, that would not work very effectively. But still, there's still a decent amount of complexity when it comes to trials. You just gotta try it, I suppose.
If you got a bad computer, too fucking bad. Like, I want to see big-ass motherfucking world boss raids. Like, the same shit that we saw in Vanilla
You can
WoW.
still
Like, where's that
do
video?
large. You can still do large world bosses. So I mean, there are world bosses and dolmens where more than 12 people try to go in and do the thing at the exact same time. And for example, dolmens actually increase in difficulty depending on how many people are there. So there still is large-ish groups, kind of maybe in a more informal way, that try to kill world bosses.
Like, where is it? Just a second. I think I still have it up, right? No, not that one. Not this one. Not that one. Not that one. This one. Yeah, this is what I want to see. This is like, this is right here. This is a good start. This is how many people, like, this is an average-sized raid. Okay, this is what we want to see here. 12 people? I mean, fuck.
Not too damn
What is
shabby.
this?
self or just a couple of your friends. So why not try out arenas in SO? The Maelstrom Arena or Dragon Star, it don't matter. Fight against waves of challenging enemies. Fight against
Proving
bosses
grounds.
with unique mechanics that you or maybe a small group of friends need to overcome.
I see where Nixium got his haircut.
And
To be fair,
earn
every
for
Nord
yourself
character looks exactly like
arena
that.
sets of gear. But you're a PvP player, I know. You don't got time for all that PvE nonsense. So
Yeah,
why don't you
true.
go out and kill other players in Cyrodiil World
True.
PvP? Burn
True.
down castles, take keeps,
True.
claim
You see
land
way more
for your
people than
faction,
24
crown
there.
emperors, do battlegrounds, whatever. Earn yourself some PvP sets of gear
I like
to
it.
make yourself the most powerful foe on the battlefield.
yeah, dude.
Or maybe you're
Roll
thinking
off
about
the edge,
everything I
hey.
just said, and you're a little undecided on what you want to do.
My man.
Well, you know what?
Well, I mean, there's more than just saying like PvP sets, because there's a multitude of PvP you could do. You can go to Imperial City, get Telvar stones, which then give you specific sets that you only can get through Telvar stones. You also can go into Overworld Cyrodiil, earn Alliance points, which then give you specific reward packages that have their own sets. But then you could also do BGs, which then have their own rewards, which have their own PvP sets. So there's like 3 different PvP sets. Or rather, there's like more than just 3 sets, there's dozens. But there's 3 ways to get those sets that, again, you probably can't say with entire percent accuracy.
What? Why not just become a crafter? Craft for yourself some crafting sets that are some of the coolest and most badass armors in ESO. Those 7
then make it
paths to
legendary
gear
quality
are all
weapons.
relevant,
Easy
depending
enough to
on
do.
who you are as a player.
So here's the thing, right? I don't understand, like, I'd have to understand more about the game. But fundamentally, one of those sets is going to be better, right? Unless the sets are just only functional in the situation that they're functional for, like they have some kind of like a resilience function. One of these sets is going to be the best set.
No, that doesn't really work out, because you have to remember, you can have more than one set at a time. It's not like World of Warcraft where you have one body set for, say, Warrior Tank or for Warrior DPS. No, there's going to be multiple variations of every set with different traits, with different stats, with different levels of quality. I mean, the fact that you can have 3 sets on at a time kind of makes it really, really difficult to really say there is one set that is hands down the best. Because you can take a couple of sets that are dog crap on most other builds and then make it work for you and do decent DPS. Like, for example, I use Maw of the Infernal, Defilers, and, what was it, Sunderflame, or... I'm trying to think, was it Sunderflame? Like, I had Maw, Morkholden, and Defiler. Yeah, those 3. Maw, Morkholden, and Defiler. All 3 of those sets summon pets on light attack or heavy attack. And guess what? I play as a Werewolf Khajiit. I wear those 3 sets. My Werewolf Ultimate summons 2 pets. As soon as I get into a PvE scenario, I can have 5 pets at a time, spamming the living crap out of people. And you know what? I do some really freaking good DPS on that. To be fair, though, it's probably because I'm in werewolf form. But even then, I'm still doing like 30, 40,000 DPS. Just light attacking and weaving a couple of other pets in there, tagging mobs with a light attack. I mean, it's pretty dang overpowered what I could do. And especially in PvP, when you have 5 pets there, all blocking abilities, oh, it is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. So, yeah, sure, there may be one set in the game that might be really good in a lot of scenarios, but to say whether or not it is the best would be really hard to quantify, because like I said, you look at all the sets I just showed you, there were over 100 easily. Over 100 easily. Try to pick out one of those in a specific combination that does the best all the time with that particular... No, it's going to be hard to really quantify. It's going to be hard to really quantify. Sure, there are a lot of sets that aren't like particularly good or have a lot of utility, but like I said, diversity, you got a little bit of a spice of life there.
Right? I mean, and like,
Yeah, like everyone
I
in
don't
the
see how
chat's
that would
saying
be
wrong.
No. Wait, well then how would it... There's gotta be... It depends on what you're doing.
Yep. That's why you gotta know a little bit
mean,
more
look,
about
dude,
ESO.
like,
It's
I played a lot of games, and if there's one thing that I've learned from playing a lot of games, is that there's always a best.
doesn't really apply to this game. I mean, sure, yeah, you could kind of theorize a build that could do the most DPS possible, but then that build is generally maybe not applicable in a lot of scenarios, because if you try to make a glass cannon build that does a crap load of DPS, but then you go to a dungeon where there is a lot of large AoE mechanics that easily kill low HP DPS, then guess what? You got to cut back that DPS here to make it more survivable. So, like I said, it really there's a lot of variance, in this game.
Fox is the best. Like, warrior tanks are the best in classic. Like, there's always a best. Like, the
Different
wingman
games,
is the
though.
best gun that people use in what is it, Apex. There's always a best. Like,
Not in ESO, there's a lot of ways to win in this game. A lot of ways to win. Hell, I even remember a day when I used to play on my heavy attack sorcerer. And a heavy attack build are very, very rare. Very, very rare because the DPS on them is not beefy. But then I also went a step further, not just making a heavy attack build, but a heavy attack DPS tank hybrid build that had like 25, 30,000 HP. I was guarding another DPS, which gave a minor force at all times, which boosted up their DPS. And then guess what? Oh, what was it? It was veteran. It wasn't Mavlor Kaj. What is that Craglorn dungeon? It's Hara Citadel, I think it was. I was doing that. I was top level with the mage that does a lot of AoE DPS. Guess what? I was pretty much one of the only DPS who could survive because I knew how to bash, and I had a lot of DPS, and I could shield myself for a crap ton with that much HP. Hilarious. A little bit overkill, but guess what? I was able to actually kill that mage pretty much with me and the tank alone. It took fucking forever, but we could have done it. We did it. So like I said, it's
okay.
a lot of
people say
variance.
it depends.
God,
Look, I
I
haven't played the
repeat
game.
myself
I don't want to
fucking over and
argue
over.
with people on a game I haven't played, but I remain skeptical.
Because ESO doesn't force you to do one particular thing at max
Speaking
level.
out of
It
his
just
bum.
gives you free reign. No matter what
Mhm.
you do, whether it be dungeons, trials,
Yes,
Maelstrom
girl.
Arena, whatever, the game will reward you with sets that will make you better at the gameplay that you enjoy the most in ESO.
I just want to point out something real quickly. Nixium, why are you speaking so slowly? Like, that last sentence took 3 times as long as it should have. Like, he was speaking really slowly, really deliberately. Like, I know he's reading off his script, but oh my god, please stop having a stroke halfway through your fucking script. What the fuck?
Okay.
But this is also where it gets a little bit complicated at the same time, and it makes this video a bit tricky for me. Because you see, guys, ESO is really sandboxy when it comes to gear and character customization.
That's really good.
You can make any kind of
That's
character
awesome.
you want with any choice of skills that you want to use.
That's amazing. I love
And
that.
the point is, sometimes you might get a set that everybody is like, wow, this set is really good, it's really awesome. But for you and your play style, it might suck. And some sets that might be really bad for other players might be really good for you. For example, you might
Okay.
use an overland set combined with maybe another kind of set from somewhere else in the game that plays off incredibly well with the abilities that you've selected for your character.
That
and
it sounds
you'll be
great.
a god
Shit.
in PvP. It
That's
really
amazing.
just depends on who you are as a character and what gear works well for you. And that's really what makes ESO so special to me, because
Yeah, that's really cool.
it makes the game so replayable.
Oh, we got
and
an
fun.
epic.
You never seem to stop.
Well, to be fair, epics are really easy to get in this game. Legendaries are one of the more harder things to get. and those usually require you to do veteran version of trials and wait until the very end to get legendary jewelry pieces of gear, which is hella expensive. Especially considering now that jewelry mats are like 70,000 gold, and you need 3 of them just to upgrade 1 epic to a legendary, and little bit expensive, but we'll continue.
Customizing or finding new sets or new ways
I like how the
to
damage
make your
shows up,
character
but it should be
better
bigger.
at the different
get
things
mods
that
for that
you
or
explore
add-ons.
and decide to do in the MMO. But beyond getting gear, there's still tons more to do in the game at max level.
Like what?
As mentioned before, by the time you hit CP 160 at level 50, you probably won't have even explored 20% of the world. So go out, explore those new areas, indulge in new quests, learn more lore,
This is
read
twice he's
more
spoken
in-game
about
books
doing
and
more
so on.
quests.
I don't like those red circles they put down. It's immersion breaking in my mind.
Doesn't World of Warcraft
it's
do
immersion
something
breaking.
very
Like,
similar to
maybe
that?
I'm wrong about that, but I don't like. You can turn them off. Yeah, but then you're just putting yourself at a disadvantage. Like, I mean, nobody's gonna turn them off because it gives them an advantage. Like, I don't feel like they should be in the game, period. Nitpicking Andy?
Everyone in the chat's like, the fuck
Yeah.
you talking about?
I mean, if I'm gonna put 100 hours into a game, I'm gonna want it to be good. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, I'm nitpicking it. Yeah, I mean, you think I want to put like 1,000 hours into a game that's fucking weird? WoW is immersive, by the way. Well, it doesn't have that problem.
What, the big ass red
Kinda like-
circles?
Yeah.
I mean, don't people in World of Warcraft raids put on mods that make it so you can have really clear when the next phase of a boss is about to show up? So, I mean, is that really even kind of like a critique of Elder Scrolls Online? Because I feel like that's kind of more of a universal thing when it comes to a lot of these MMOs. I mean, there's a lot of ways that WoW probably hands-hold their player base, just as Elder Scrolls Online handholds their player base. So,
You know, it's kind of like an RPG. You know what I mean?
Jeez.
Hunt for achievements as you travel
There's
across
Persona
Ariel.
back there.
Gather sky shards to become even more powerful as a
Summon a
character
Wani.
by unlocking more skill points to use. Discover recipes for food, potions, poisons, and other things that can give you the edge in PvE or PvP. Or, if you're the settling sort of player,
like that sword.
go out, explore the world, and bring back its treasures back to your player-made house.
That is really
fully
cool.
decorated and designed by you.
pretty spiffy.
Guys, challenge yourself to dungeons, to Maelstrom arenas, to trials, to sieging castles
This
in
does seem
Cyrodiil,
pretty cool.
battlegrounds, crafting,
Like,
or just steal from NPCs, murder them in their sleep, make the Dark Brotherhood proud of you, and then get killed by the local guard because you were stupid and walked into town with a bounty of 1,000,000 gold on your head. Really? When people ask me the question of what do you do at
actually wonder if
endgame
it's
do you have
Just like
transmog in
bank.
this game?
the simple answer is
Yeah, you do have transmog in this game. Really cheap too, to be honest.
it's whatever you want, really. Follow a guide if you want.
Yes, you
sure.
do.
And that'll take
Okay.
you through the world, and it'll show you some gear that you can find. But
I wish there
really
were games
what
that
you
didn't have
should
that.
do is at endgame, explore and find sets of
20,000. That's a big
item
crit. Holy shit.
combinations
Well, it's
that
an execute
complement
damage
your
proc that
character's
crits as well.
playstyle.
Wow.
Or let sets that you discover on your adventures change how you play your tune entirely.
Okay,
The
that
game
seems cool.
is so sandboxy, and it's so unpredictable, and you'll never know what you're going to find around the next corner and how it's going to change you as a player. And I like that.
I like
Guys, I hope you
Okay.
enjoyed the video. I left out a ton of information from how crafting works.
That's
to
Rudolph
how
whenever he
does
doesn't
a
want to pull
Maelstrom
that
arena
sleigh
work
around
to-
anymore.
Oh my god, there's a ton of information to talk about.
Ooh,
So
big furry
forgive
orc
me
about to
for the
come out.
bite-sized video, but this is
Okay.
just a quick overview of Esso's
My first
endgame.
No, it's not paid.
Guys, leave a like if you want. Leave a comment if you want. Maybe correct anything that I might have said down in the comment section. I am a new player. I've only been playing for a few months. So if I got something wrong, I apologize. But
Okay.
either way, it's a hell of a lot of fun to make these videos for you
Okay.
guys. I hope you enjoyed
Let's talk
them.
about this.
Support the channel on Patreon if you want, or become a YouTube community member.
Yeah, why don't
And
you guys
that's
go
really
ahead
all
and
I gotta
subscribe
say,
to
guys.
Nixium, but I
Hope you're
guarantee
having
you,
a good one.
he doesn't
I'll
need
see
my
you all
help.
in Tamriel. Elsewhere is on the way. New Esso expansion. and it's just a
Channel
good
with less
time
than
to be
300
an
subscribers endorse his
MMORPG
channel
player.
with over 100
Oh,
times
I
that.
don't know about that. I really don't know about that, okay?
Fuck, I was talking, I
it's
didn't
not
listen.
sponsored.
Been a good one. I'll see you all in Tamriel. Elsewhere is on the way. New ESO expansion. And it's just a good time to be an MMORPG player.
Oh, I don't know about
There
that.
it is.
I really
That's
don't know
what it
about
was.
that, okay? It's not sponsored. Like, so, I mean, I can, like, I made a video about, like, Guild Wars 2, right? And, like, I was super positive about it, and people were like, oh, you're sponsored or whatever. Like, I thought it was fucking amazing. You'd love Amazon New World? Well, I would.
I think
like,
it's more
when
like a
Can you
meme.
play that? Amazon Asmongold. Fuck. Amazon New World. Okay, well, first I want to talk about this video, okay? Like, this does seem pretty cool. And I am not really sold on the game. There are a lot of things about it that I don't really like. Now, is that because I've
like
played
what?
WoW for 10 years? Or are those just, you know, my objective opinions? You know, it's pretty gray area. It's hard really to say. But overall, I
mean, it's hard to say that you have objective opinions about a game that you've only really watched one YouTuber's videos on, and he doesn't really even have necessarily the experience with, like, super high-end gameplay with, like, coordinated PvP or with dueling or with BGs or with doing high-end veteran trials where he's just not getting carried. I mean, there's still a bit of complexity there. There's still a bit there that you maybe it's not immediately apparent.
would say that the video does a really good job in selling the idea of the end game in the game.
Let's look at that. 50k DPS is average, as that guy says. And Nixium probably isn't even pumping out 20,000 DPS.
Right? And I don't know really how much I would really like this game. What I really want to do, if like I'm playing a new MMO or something like that,
You could always
is
test it.
I like the idea of community and playing together and being part of something larger than yourself. And I see Nixium is doing a bit of that because, you know, this is like, I guess this might be like his garrison or whatever. And here's like a group of people that are like, where's the clip of this?
It's way
I don't know.
further
It was
back.
like some picture of like these guys on like all their mounts together. And I thought that was pretty fucking cool. And I just like to see more stuff like that in the game, right? I mean, that's really what it's all about. And like being part of like, you know, these large groups and accomplishing things together, that's really what's fucking badass.
And usually that's more for like raids and with PvP. Like you can have large groups that, sure, you may not all be technically in a group, but you can all interact in, say, Cyrodiil. Because there is like no sharding in Cyrodiil. If there's 100 people on your faction all stacked on the same point, guess what? They're all going to be stacked on the exact same point in Cyrodiil. Sure, you may not be able to enter Cyrodiil at some point with that many people in there. However, you'd still be all able to coordinate, go to a keep, and tear down the walls in 2 seconds if you wanted to. That is a distinct possibility.
In my mind.
Happened before with Angry
Right.
Joe, to be honest.
Please watch a video made by an ex-WoW player. I just watched that like an hour ago, man. Don't compare WoW. It's all different. Well, I mean, like, you have to have some way to compare it, right? I mean, like, I'm not saying that, like, I'm comparing everything in WoW, but obviously, like, WoW is a game that I really like and I'm really used to. So, of course, I'm going to use WoW as context to make decisions on everything else in the game.
That's true. I mean, that's fair to have that little bit of reference point, but then you also have to remember that not MMORPGs are necessarily one-to-one. You're maybe comparing apples to oranges, especially considering that both games are developed by completely different companies in completely different eras with completely different technologies. So, I mean, yeah, about that.
Other games similar. What about Albion Online? I haven't really seen anything about Albion Online. That's not really in like my top 3, I would say. Dark Souls is also Weeb. Dark Souls was made by Weebs, but it's not Weebs.
I was saying, because that was getting really off topic real quickly. So yeah, I mean, kind of a synthesis of the findings. Yeah, Asmongold appears to still be skeptical of the game, and he's not really looking too fiendish towards it. I'm actually not even really sure if he's wanting to really quit WoW or to even really start a new MMORPG. I mean, I think he's just more kind of hopeful that WoW Classic will bring back that vibe he really wants, and that's what he's more holding out for. And really, if anything, is just going to use other MMOs to kind of bide his time, really. So, I mean, if anyone here is watching, like, itching for Asmongold to get back into this game, Unlikely to happen. Unlikely to happen. But along with the other findings from Nixium and a lot of his concerns with the combat and the mount system, I mean, combat is a lot more complex once you start getting into the higher end, when you start focusing on DPS above 20,000. I mean, theory crafting becomes much more prominent, micromanaging all of your abilities, all of your dots, all your buffs, all your potions. That becomes way harder. Managing your food buffs also becomes harder. Well, it doesn't really become harder. It's just there's a lot more options, and you got to actually determine which one it works best for you. Then you got to micromanage traits on your gear for best effective overall DPS. Then you have to manage that with survivability of your build in trials. I mean, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that go into combat and to theory crafting that may be immediately apparent. I mean, that's why even as Outcast and Fangrush have been here since 2014, they're all still making build videos that are all really different and vary quite a bit. I mean, Fangrush's PvP videos, he has multitude of builds that all use different sets and have different play styles. Same thing can be said with Outcast and all of his classes and all of his abilities, weapon abilities. I mean, there's just so much to really think about it, because you have to remember, you have a huge amount of variance in this game. You have over 100 sets that you can wear, and you can wear 3 of them at a time with different weapons that all change how you attack and the abilities that you have access to, as well as the armor type, which changes the stats that to either make you more tanky, to make you more magica-based, to make you more stamina-based. There's a lot of variance in that, and then you have to remember, you still have base classes in there, and those base classes have all different abilities that they can draw upon, and different stat boosters and different ultimates that all change how they play, especially with Necromancer, which is coming out to be a much more different class than really before. So, I mean, yeah, if he wanted to know the true depth, he would have to start getting into this game right off the bat, but we'll have to see whether or not that actually, let's see whether or not that actually occurs. I give it 5% chance of happening. 5% chance. But fuck it, let's actually play this game, because you guys have all been sitting here for a long ass time, so let me go ahead and abide you. And let's see, let me turn that down too. I gotta love this. You gotta love this. Even when I am paused, I am still only getting less than 30 FPS. God fucking almighty. I'd honestly really need to kill this thing here too. Let's go ahead and get rid of all these too. I want to redesign my ship to begin with. And that's right, Karen is getting his shirts, but we're already making those, so let's go ahead and start working on that. And why don't we go ahead and start shrinking these zones too? Get those out of there as well, just so that it isn't as congested in here. There you go. And thank you, Abongo, for that. Really need to start working on this. A ship reactor, beautiful. Might as well go ahead and start working on that. Gracias. Beautiful. And then we can go ahead and start adding in more of these ships down here. Just kind of cramming them right there. That so they don't have to constantly bring back those resources. You gotta love how Folan is right there on top of the dragon, not even really doing anything. Here, you guys don't need to ride those big boys. There you go. Go ahead and throw in Cowboy. Any of the other dragons? No, this should be okay. There you go. Folan, why the fuck are you still on the dragon? Get off! Whatever. Go ahead. Go ahead and give yourself a little extra speed. The thing is, Folan doesn't even really need to get on the dragon. The dragon is probably slower than even him. The dude's full of bionics. There you go. And go ahead and remove these floors. Same thing with these. Don't need those either. Yeah, great. So that's going to all be fixed pretty soon. You just need to get a shitload more components, which I believe we have Fagan working on. Let's see, is that the advanced one? Yes, please. Okay, I'm going to need you to start cramming those out. There we go. We got more t-shirts, so Karen shouldn't have as much tattered apparel. Let's see, how much do we even need? We just need to get uranium and advanced components. Yeah, let's say this dude's gonna be able to crap out plenty of these. And I also need to get rid of a lot of these weapons. I see a lot of old-fashioned rifles, machine guns, and melee weapons that I'm never going to use. Honestly, maybe I could just send them off, throw them off in a reactor. Who could use that right now? I don't know, that's gonna be a waste of chem fuel though and resources. Just to send off like 20 extra relations worth a year. Factions, world. Maybe I could try the world. Who here could actually use a little bit of extra? Look at that. The desktop audio isn't too loud this time. Let's see. You don't need that intermission screen anymore. There we go. So let's see. Yeah, let's say these people down here, we can go ahead and toss them some shit if we wanted. Probably wouldn't be the best of ideas. And there you go. Thank you for taking back all the floors too. And Vegan's working just a lot to get rid of those. Beautiful there, darling. So then we'll go ahead and work on that. These two engines will get built next, and then we'll have the power. I don't have the psionic generators, no, we don't need that. Where was the other one I needed? Where's ships at? Got so many craps here. Here, and then we have to get built this one next. And then we'll put some structural ports on the side and start building it out ever slightly more. Yeah, I think we're just going to have Fagan pretty much wake up and make advanced components. That's pretty much going to be the only thing he's going to have to do. I mean, we don't have, we have plenty of resources for it. It's just, we just don't have a whole lot of extra crap to mess with. Ooh, and they ran out of insect meat to make kibble. Yeah, let's go ahead and give you some more corpses to mess with there. And then it gives them extra bones to make plasteel out of. Are these guys making plasteel from calcium? Oh yeah, they are. Nice. And we got another ship engine being built. Beautiful. Let's see, yeah, we still need to get another... Maybe we could ask somebody to come in here. Who would be the easiest one to get in? Probably Iran. Yeah, why not? So, Mimosa, where you at? Call Iran. Tell them to send over a motherfucking caravan. There we go. Just so that we have something to actually toss away. And look at that, chocolate's all full. Beautiful. So let's see. Road construction, nope. Trade caravan, sweet. And then mining goods, farming, pirate, exotic goods, combat. Let's do bulk goods, because that probably has the most. And then be able to give them a bunch of shit for free. Yeah, there we go. Now they got a plenty of extra insect meat to make some more kibble. And look at that. Poland's still taking ages for that. Let's see. Who here could we use to kill this? Here, and go ahead and slam him down here. And then go ahead and get Poland down here and Ballin. And then we'll just go ahead and have everyone here beat the living crap out of the dragon. And then just go ahead and have them on drafted hunt. Don't you dare try to attack Poland. Woo, please don't destroy that. That bad boy is the one that needs to die. Activate that lightsaber. Do not let that thing touch him. Force choke the daddy. Oh shit, it's coming. It's coming. Here, again, force choke the bitch. There we go. Did I die? I think so. Beautiful. I hate killing precious animals, but damn do those boys add a lot of extra difficulty. There you go. Just go ahead and let all of our deer and dragons rest for the night. Rest there, my pretties. Very nice. And a few of the animals are still not ready for prime time, but they should be okay. I know we accidentally killed a few squirrels too. Whoops. Should be okay. Where the fuck did that dragon go? Oh no, it's still here. For a second I was like, did the thing just get the fuck back up? The hell? And I don't need that thing. I'm producing enough dragons on my own. Even the baby spawn dragons are still going to be more than enough to kill me. Ooh, sweet, we can go ahead and make another one of these. Oh no, I wanted just to create a copy. Press O. There we go. Beautiful. And honestly, I probably should restrict the sleeping time of Fulden and Fagin and Mimosa, because they're all quick sleepers. Like right here, it's like cut off an extra 2 hours, so I can go ahead and make them do pretty much anything. Because they already sleep really fucking fast, so there is no need for them to be up. I don't know, say I probably should make it so half my colony operates at nighttime and half of them operates during the morning, so that you could actually get more efficiency then. Because right now, look at this, all of these machines are not being utilized right now. And the crafters often have to compete with tables, especially for clothing and shit. So why not fix that ever so slightly? Smoking is terrible. Okay, so it should be okay. And maybe I should probably move a couple of things out of the room here, because now quite a bit of our space is just taken up by chem fuel reactors and fucking water pipes. Not sure that's the best use of our space, but I really don't have anywhere else I could kind of cram them. And honestly, we should probably be putting these outside too. Here, so like we just put them out here next to the landmines. Maybe a little bit offside to the landmines, so they don't want to kill each other. Yeah, so then they just shoot here. And honestly, what we could really have that would probably help out immensely is if we got rid of all this blood around here. So say if it rained, that'd be really fucking beneficial. Hey, thank you, Karen, for that. So they want bionic animal livers, and then instead we'll give them advanced components 17. And we have 21 days to do this, and we have to go here, and that takes 2 days. Oh yeah, and they're on the road too. So they want 8 bionic animal livers for 17 advanced components. I could see that working. How much does the livers take? So livers. I would need... Ooh! So I would be earning 17 advanced components in exchange for 7 advanced components. I mean, technically it's a great deal, but do I want to waste my crafter's time on making that shit? Like, why would I use advanced components to get advanced components? That just sounds like it'd be wasting my fucking time. And the fire dragon is now pregnant again. Beautiful. And the Thrumbo finally got obedience training on it. Yeah, so let me make the thing not rideable. We got plenty of animals in here that are able to hunt for us. There you go, and thank you, Loki. Now, let's see, we could probably also make some more textile, like furniches, and just toss that out for extra cash. Ooh. What's an ancient one doing? So you get research speed, learning factor, but twice the aiming time. Alright, so Opal, what's your t-shirt like? This t-shirt doesn't do shit for you. Alright, great. You're gonna be wearing that. Burke, you ain't getting that. Fuck off. Opal gives the extra research because guess what? He needs to research a lot faster. There you go. Nice. So his research speed is going to be really wonky, but it's going to be okay. There you go. and enjoy the brand new pants too. Everyone here wears cargo pants just so they can caravan a little bit better. Allows them all to haul a little bit of extras more, a little bit of extra space. And honestly, that's probably the only reason why Mimosa's even able to carry a spear plus a gun at the exact same time. Actually, wait, where's our... Don't we have an orbital bombardment? Where the fuck did that one go? Oh, here it is. Okay, good, I do have both of them. Because the thing is, I was playing this colony offline for a little bit, but the issue is that my game kinda ran into some latency issues. Because the thing is, I had a tribal raid with, I want to say, how many people were in that raid? It was over 200 people. Because at first I selected all of them, it's like, okay, I got 80, then it did select similar, and that gave me to a maximum of 200, but I still noticed there was quite a few people who were not even being selected yet. And the thing is, there was so many fucking people there, it was causing my game to lag. To the point of it going at 1 frame per second. And the thing is, it wasn't that my computer was dying, my computer was actually pretty much fine. It was the game itself. The game itself couldn't handle 200 tribal people raiding me at the exact same time. Hot damn. It was probably because I have too many mods installed, so just the complexity with all those characters is probably a factor of 3 times higher, probably. What the fuck is this? Oh, bionic animal heart. No, give me that back. Don't need that, please. Custom Sith robe by Notarcam. Oh, don't make Notarcam do that. He's not going to be able to do that. He's doing hauling duty. Are you butchering right now? There is no need to butcher. We have an immense fucking amount of things already. Trust me, we have plenty of meat for a hot second. Notarcam will be able to haul it all out. It'd be okay. Plus, the outside is cold as shit anyway. And then that, we're slowly getting the extra ship engine done. How many more components, though, do we have? Vagian's crapping them out as fast as possible. Yeah, you got 4 of them. Where is... Why don't we just go ahead and throw in a ship reactor? We'll go ahead and start doing that. At least just haul all the junk there so we can get rid of some of the steel we have stockpiled. Because how much steel do we still have left? Yeah, we have over 6,000 steel. Jesus Christ. It is so fucking much. And it's only because we're not using calcium polymer. Limestone granite, let's go ahead and get rid of that, because that's in the storage facility. As soon as anything gets moved into the storage area, you can go ahead and get rid of it. Hyperweave 12, do we still have... Why the fuck is that still here? Let's get rid of that. Make some extra redwood. I guess we can keep all the sleeping bags here for now. Let's see, who else can we get rid of? That should be okay. The rest of it we're kind of using. The sleeping bags are there just so that if we ever go on a caravan, I usually tend to overdo it on the caravan and send in hundreds upon hundreds of people. Honestly, maybe I should send out a caravan to go to a couple of cities. Because the thing is that we have an absurd amount of statues here. And I need to start all hauling some of these statues, some of the weapons. I mean, a lot of this shit needs to go. And we have plenty of animals to haul. And all of them are wearing shield belts. So it would be the worst of things to do. We just can't send any of these animals that are bonded because they'll likely die. Well, fuck it, let's try. Let's go ahead and send out a few people to sell some of the items that we have stockpiled. Should I send Fagian out there? Maybe I could just send Gilga. Gilga would probably be okay, because she's a Jedi herself. But Fagian is the one that can do Force Rages, and that's what we really need. Gilga should be good enough. So we'll send out these couple of peeps, plus Gilda and Notarcam. Ooh, Notarcam, we'll have to keep you here. Danny and Alyss. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I probably don't need that many people out there. It's a lot. And then we can send out... should we send out our dragons? Should we send out our dragons? No, they still all need obedience training, to be honest. And then go ahead and send out as many of these animals as possible. I mean, go ahead and send out the pregnant ones, too, because the pregnant ones will actually not give birth when you're on a caravan, strangely enough. So there we go. We have about 1 metric ton worth of hauling capacity, plus 6 people here. We'll give them a shitload of meat. Okay, that's 40 days worth of meat. Do I need that much? No, I don't. But you can bite me. And then, let's see. Should I send out the 3,000... Let's see, what's 25 grams times 3,614? Let me calculate that real quickly. How many pounds of meat do we have, or kilograms of meat? So then we have 25 times, what was it, 3,614. We're looking at 90,000 grams, which divided by 1,000. We're looking at 90 kilograms of jelly. 90 kilograms of jelly. Okay. It's about, it weighs as much about a human person. Actually, not that much, though. We actually could carry that along. And you have to remember, this much jelly right here is worth... I want to say it's worth $17,000. Yeah, it's worth $17,000. We got a lot of money there. There's all of our fabrics. We'll keep those. Bandage kits, go ahead and take, like, 40 of them. And all the herbal medicine, too. Why not? Should we take along all the fertilizer? All 16,000 of it? Probably not. Limestone, we'll keep that here. Those will all rot. That's fine. And then here we go. Just get a little extra bedrolls, a lot for people to sleep in, and a lot for prisoner hauling. Ah, and then here comes the things we can sell. So, all of the weapons, pretty much. Old-fashioned rifle, LMG. Yep, and all these things could probably be sold too. And then all of this crap could be sold too. And then go ahead and take these things off. Usually what happens when you get with when you start having this much supplies, what tends to happen is that we get raided a lot. So then we actually get a lot of prisoners. And the thing is, having a lot of prisoners, kind of a nice little adventure, because then when you come back, you just have 20 people, throw them all into the barracks, either harvest their organs or just get them the fuck out of there. And look at that, you become a diplomat instantaneously. Who else? What else should I carry along with me? Yeah, fuck it, let's carry all of the jelly. Don't worry, we're not going to be having it out for that long, but I'm going to be hauling all of it. 40 days worth of food. Jesus. Be with me. Alright, and let's see, what else could we get rid of here? We probably could sell all of our ibuprofen, to be honest. And we'll add in 1,000 gold, 1,000 silver, just to be comprehensive. So, let's see, how long would it take to get here? 3 days. And it takes another 4 days to get there. Yeah, we could do that. So remove that, choose route. Accept. Alright, everybody, get the fuck out of here. I want to see some hauling. Let's not make beef jerky until they come back, because I don't want to have a shitload of beef jerky again. Or let's set it at 50. We'll set it at 50. So we have a little bit of beef jerky, but not like 300 again. I want to prevent that shit from happening again. It's so much fucking food. Here we go, and they should all be gathering up pretty much right here. Wait a minute, are you guys going on the caravan? Okay, yeah, they are. Okay, for a second I was like, what the fuck are they doing? So they're probably just waiting for all the deer to gather up in the area. Because all the deer that can haul are gonna haul. There we go, and just take as many as humanly possible. Let's see, who else are they waiting for? No, they seem to got it. They seem to have it. What are they waiting for, though? And they seem to be all getting those positive thoughts from the dragons. Yeah, I just gotta give them a second. One of the animals here must be doing some weird shit. Here, why don't we all restrict them to home for a hot second? And that should force the caravan to form. There we go, sweet, okay, great. And so then animals, go ahead anywhere, no kitchen, don't eat my fucking potatoes again. There you go. Hauling all of the weapons out of here are beautiful. Hauling all the useless shit out of here. Look at that, this place is gonna look so much— oh wait, shit! I didn't give him the statues, right? Shit! Oh well, I'll send it all to them through transport pods. Why the fuck not? Sure, it's gonna cost me a little bit of chem fuel, but that's fine. A little bit of steel, a little bit of chem fuel. Doesn't matter. I have what? How much chem fuel do I have now? I have over 3,000. I'm okay. Okay, now they're gonna be hauling all the food back in. And this will go ahead and give everyone a little bit of chance to socialize. There we go, and haul them all back. There we go, and all the animals are slowly moving towards the fridge. Beautiful. Look at all that extra fridge space we're having now. Fucking beautiful. And all that dragon meat will go ahead and get used for beef jerky too. Very nice. And let's see. Oh yeah, all the jelly too, because why not? To be fair though, just selling the jelly is going to make us rich. The jelly's worth $17,000 and we keep making jelly up the fucking ass. Because every time we get infested by a raid, it's always in this area. So then we just go ahead and gun them down right outside of our base. And then we just harvest all the jelly, which is going to be thousands upon thousands. I guess I could also start superheating the hive area if I wanted to. It wouldn't be that bad of an idea. Like if I just start... oh wait, no, I really couldn't block it off though. I could probably build to the middle of it. But then throw in a couple of benches in there, set the place on fire. I could see it working. Alright guys, I think you guys got everything. I mean, there's really not much more you're going to be gathering at this time. So go ahead and get the fuck out of here. We could probably go ahead and delete that so then all of these things can be hauled the fuck out of here. So then, work-wise, let's go ahead and haul real quickly. There we go. You know, they're just wandering. I'm not sure why the fuck they're doing that. I mean, do you have all the sleeping bags? Do you have all the bandages? Now you have the bandages haven't been hauled yet. We still got 90 of those. You guys are unrestricted, so you guys could take it back at any point in time. I don't get what the fuck's going on with them. Yeah, this is probably what happens when you just start having a large base. Things start working weird. Da-da-dun, da-la-la-la, da-la-la-la, da-da-da-dun. Alright. What if that helps out? Alright, now I think you guys got your bandages. There we go, they're gone here now. They're all just kind of confused for a second. And we'll go ahead and send off the statues to them whenever they fucking need it. There we go. And that's going to lighten the load on our base for a hot second, not having as many animals and as many humans in here. So it should reduce the strain on us ever so slightly. We could also probably go through an animal purge. Who the fuck here's about to break? That's probably because you've been outside for a hot second. As soon as she gets outside, though, she'll be fine. There we go. Don't worry, you got some sleeping bags. You should be okay. And they get these little these little deer coming out here. The deer themselves didn't have an animation or a model for when they're small and hauling. So they look a little bit weird. They still have close to half a metric tons worth of shit on them. They got plenty of food though. 16 animals in that caravan. And the thing is, we still have a shitload here. An absolute asinine amount of animals left in the base. I also guess I could have made my guys start hauling other junk, but oh well. In here. Why don't we go ahead and let these things stay open? Because I'm pretty sure these things contribute to huge efficiency loss. There you go. Thank you, Karen. Karen took the motherfucking kids. Beautiful. And they still have a decent amount of bones left too. It's really these things that need to be hauled. So where is... Let's go ahead and bump that back down. Burke, go ahead and make that number 2. Notre Cam, where you at? So then Notre Cam, make that number 1. So then what you got to do here... This is why I kind of like the haul urgently mod, because it makes us much more efficient. And then just go ahead and select the ones you want to get the fuck out of there. Get rid of that, get that. A lot of these products that we've already made a shitload of. Don't need that. Get rid of the shit. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Yeah, because a lot of these are just like stacked up in micro stacks. So it may look like we actually have a lot of stuff, but it's not. We can go ahead and actually reduce this down an immense amount. There you go, you can always haul that urgently too. There you go, and why the fuck are you still riding that dragon? I know you may be bonded to that dragon, but you definitely cannot train that thing. It's beautiful though, I love Huck. Huck is going to be an amazing dragon forever. I mean, the thing is, these dragons, they're all covered in bulletproof shields. They all can take a massive amount of hits. I mean, if a raid comes by, all we would legitimately have to do is just send out our non-bonded dragons, and we'd be fine. So yeah, Misery and Chuck, let's not have you here. I don't want you to go out to raids. If you can get attacked, let's not do it. I'll put you all behind bars and keep you nice and protected. And there we go. This looks so much more clean now. Jesus. Having all of that crap in there takes up so much space and slows down production to a crawl.
I got ice on my wrist. I got ice on my bitch. I can bite your
And the
bitch.
caravan's doing
Boy,
quite
you ain't
nicely.
shit. I got ice on my wrist.
So we're just going to head and visit these guys. No way in hell are we going to fulfill our trade agreement.
Boy, you ain't shit. I got ice
Please
on my
don't send in a raid right now.
wrist. Ice on my bitch.
AA,
I
okay.
can bite your bitch. Boy, you
Plus a
ain't shit.
58, sweet, okay. I can actually give you a lot of gifts then that I don't need to keep around, like all these statues I could probably toss away.
Yeah, I got ice. I got Klaus stupid.
Let's not do this one. And go ahead and pass 34. There we go. AA, thank you for the metal shoulder pads. However, why don't we make that... We only have one of those being made, right? Yeah, only one at a time. I don't want too much to actually be out here and take up too much of our space. Ooh, and it's artisanal too. A volcano's track shape this takes place inside of a hamlet built near a meadow. The work represents trouble. Ooh, and it's a nice one too. Destructive plus an extra 7 DPS. Really high-end melee weapon if we wanted to pierce someone to death. I think probably if I was to make this game again, I probably won't use Infused. Infused really kind of makes your characters overpowered. And without really any need to why. Like, all your characters all of a sudden start having 200%, 300% walking speed. And it's only because they're wearing, like, 3 pieces of gear. Now, you should probably be paying a little bit more for such overpowered bonuses. I don't wouldn't mind Infused having that mod installed if they just made it much, much rarer. But it's really fucking common to get high-end gear like that. Here. And what's that? Faggy, why aren't you working on those components? I was like, this shit's way more important. We need that star shit to be done today. And then go ahead and do that when you're done. And let's see, you're happy, right? Oh yeah, perfect, you're fine. Well, you really don't like your husband. Your animals have over 3 times the place in your heart. And a Therodon. Do I really need you guys? Especially with you guys all being crippled. I think I'm okay. So let's see, ibuprofen. I really don't need that much. Ooh. Ooh, and they have a ruby necklace. Oh yeah, fuck yeah, we'll take that. Any of the luxuriantly ruby gear, we'll take that. Statues, though, you can go ahead and take all of that crap. Nice. Okay, what else can we take here to help out with this? Ooh, another tool belt. Don't really need that. A lot of bows that you could use, I suppose. Pemmican, why not? Give a little bit of extra food so that we have a little bit of extra stockpiled. And then go ahead and then give you these. Beautiful. So then someone's going to wear that real quickly. I mean, that thing right there gives you a +5 boost to morale. And a prosthetic ship out of all things. You know, it probably wouldn't be the bad idea. Here, yeah, go ahead and harvest a couple of beans. That wouldn't be a bad idea, though. What do you guys got to offer here? Advanced Bionic Jaw, sweet. Exoskeleton, Power Arm. Oh, yeah, and Adrenaline Rim is also pretty good. All of these are nice parts. The exoskeleton suit's really good, too. A Power Arm. Lethal, effective in combat. Doing this all in a simple subject as might cause unwanted death and destruction. Melee damage 13? What? My god. A power arm with somebody who has a weapon legitimately would be overpowered. Jesus. We'll take that exoskeleton suit though, because that's actually pretty good. And the bionic leg, I'm not too worried about. AA. Thank you, Midnight, for hauling that back for us. So who here deserves an exoskeleton suit? Let's see. Let's say Fagin really has everything already. Mimosa, I guess we can give it to her considering she cooks. Or we can give it to Johnson to make him even happier. Oh fuck it, let's give it to Folan. Install exoskeleton suits. Sweet, let's do that. Well, that's maybe a little bit overpowered, but it'll work. It'll work just fine. Who the fuck are you guys still waiting on? They're waiting on some creature to come into that caravan, but I don't know whom. It looks like one of the animals is legitimately crippled. But all I see are boars. And a shitload of deer. And a lot of corpses that need to be torched. And actually, you know what I could do? I could build a 2x2 concrete path around these bodies and then just set them on fire. It would technically work, and it would control the fire. And I'd be able to get rid of all of that useless body I can't use. I mean, how much longer do we have with them? We still have... God, they've been dead for multiple months. Jesus. And I can't really fix it either. There you go, sweet. Mimosa, why don't you work on that when you're done? After you're done relaxing. And let's see, who else out here? Who here does not like us very much? Plus 80, plus 52. Okay. Plus 52. And how much of these piles away? Actually, let me take a look here. What if I load in multiple tons of fertilizer? Alright, so I would need all of these transport pods to work. And then if I load it full of fertilizer, what happens? So if we... Oh my god. We can't even hold back 2,000? Christ, look at that. It's 0.35 kilograms for fertilizer, so... Calculator, 0.35. And then you times that by the 6,000 we have, or... 5952, so 5952. We're looking at 2,083 kilograms of fertilizer. How much does the Abrams tank weigh? Abrams tank weigh. So it weighs 67 tons. Okay. 67 tons to kgs. So that'd be 50,000 kilograms. Okay. Okay, so... It's a little bit less light than an Abrams tank, but... Still, though. We're getting up there. We just need to, like, times this by 10. Really, the only one who actually takes fertilizer is a farming trader, and we haven't seen those in a hot second. And Fagin has those electronics coming along here. We finished the last of the engines, so now we just need 8 more to finish the ship reactor. And Johns is already making a crap load of plasteel for us, so thank you. Actually, going to help out quite nicely. Where is this table? Why don't we get rid of ibuprofen? So yeah, make that only 10 ibuprofen. We don't need that much. We don't need 40 of them. To be honest, so we probably could make the people who are getting any sort of mechanites, you could probably make them eat the ibuprofen. Ooh, sweet. So then go ahead and do the IA persuasion. Now we just really need a crap load of more electronics. But the thing is, you need 3 advanced electronics per cryo sleep, and we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we need 20 times 3, so we need 60 advanced components just for the fucking cryosleep caskets. My god. It's gonna be quite a few people. Ooh, good, Burke. Why not? Make yourself a little bit more deadly, even though you're partially retarded. Yeah, look at that, though. If we can get rid of that dementia, we can get rid of that AI chip, and that'd be perfect for him. Because really, the AI chip is nice to have, but really, it's only useful for somebody who has extremely severe brain damage that we can't fix otherwise. It looks like that all my colonists have gone immediately to using Devil Strand and have refused to use the dragon leather or the plain leather. Maybe I should start selling that stuff too. Please tell me my caravan's getting ambushed right now. It doesn't matter. The caravan's gonna be unstoppable. 7 people in a caravan. Ooh. Another one here. Oh, yeah, that's right, because I ordered one to come in. Welcome. Come in, my brothers. Nice to see you here. We'll go ahead and throw you all in. We'll try to sell you some fertilizer if we can. Already making a shitload of kibble. Maybe I should throw an orbital trade beacon in here. And it's really nice to have this wardrobe here because it actually makes resting a little bit more efficient, which paired with Quick Sleeper is beautiful. The people are ready to get out of bed in like 2 seconds. And let's see, yes, we have enough to finish up a beautiful bed situation. So we got all of these with ironwood beds, which is beautiful quality furniture. Caused by CKD, sweet. You have so many things going wrong with you, but the thing is I cannot fix any of your kidneys because you're all too fucking old. That, and there's no mod for me to fix that. I could try harvesting kidneys from your kids, I suppose, and just give them to you. There we go. And where's the trader dude? Yeah, we'll wait until you actually get inside the safe zone so that nothing gets eaten by the animals outside. We could probably use a little bit more wood too. We are producing a decent amount of bamboo to fund all of our braziers, but we may need more. And it does give this place pretty damn toasty. Everybody's seeing me damn. He's thick. I mean, what did you expect from a Danger Prince? She was one pretty son of a bitch. Fucking lean. Alright, so this looks good. We do have a lot more beds for a lot more people if we ever start to get a few more colonists in our ranks, but hard to say whether or not that'll actually be a real thing. We have quite a bit going on already. And let's see. Yeah, we should be okay. Let's say we could recruit at least another 15 people, but it's going to take a lot longer to get that shit off the ground than if we need to have a lot more people like that. I mean, the ship itself is going to be massive. Just to fit all the cryosleep caskets is going to be a massive project. And I really need to get rid of a lot of these mods. A lot of slithers here. Alright, got a lot of people on this map who don't need to be here. Thank you, Volan. I just realized this area is really dark, so we kind of need to bump that up real quick. Thank you. Alright, so bulk good traders, what do you like? And they do like all of our meat, but we don't really need that. We'll take all of your neurotamine. All of your components, because why the fuck not? Steel, we don't need. Coal chunks, we'll take that. Chocolate, we'll take. Sugarcane, we don't need. Cheese, we'll take. Don't need any of that. Large doormat, I'm okay on that. Mini sun lamp. What? And a wide range LED light. I think we're okay on those. So we're looking at a 3K deficit here. Who can we help here to help with that?
You say words like fucking ships now come to your house.
Let's just spank you.
Don't say nigga, it's bad. Respect and love. Racist.
Maybe I should get rid of some of these fabrics I have in less than 100 of. Yeah, see, less than 100. Let's go ahead and try to get rid of a lot of them. Ego skin, don't need that. Squid leather, we don't need. Sauropod or red hide, don't need any of that jazz. Take that out of here. That's still actually gonna get rid of them too. Shit. And the thing is, we have blended wool being made in mass, because these things are supposed to be blended together. Crystal could probably get rid of. Patch leather. Yeah, why not? Let's get rid of some of the skin we don't use. Dinosaur skin. We'll take all 6,000 of that. Camel hide you can get rid of. Get rid of that. Anything less than 200 maybe. Bear skin, fox skin. Deep hide. Yeah, we can get rid of that. And that deep hide's really expensive too. I mean, look at that. It just basically gave us back to neutral. Alright, then who else can we get rid of? Wool cloth, I suppose. Blended wool, we're fine. Synth thread we'll keep. Devil strand we'll keep. Hyperweave we're definitely keeping. We can't get rid of 1,000 of this. It's, yeah, we don't have enough money. Boston.
I'm a baker because I keep making bread. Sure, keep looking like it. I eat it up. You've me head.
There we go.
I keep them fed, and I have a special.
So we got rid of all of that jazz. Yeah, look at that. It's getting there. We're cleaning up our inventory ever so slightly. And then we got plenty of neurotamine to go ahead and start giving us penaloxylin and flueezy again. There you go, and thank you, Fulham, for the brand new couch. Fuck yo, couch, bitch. So let's see, how much wood do we have here? We got a crap load of granite. Alright. So let's see, granite, how much of that can we make in end tables? Awesome. So let's see, end tables, that's 40. We have... How many of these do we have here? We got 8 of these, so 8 times 45. 8 times 45. We got 360. Okay. So we just need 360 granite. Which we do have. Alright, sweet. I just want to make sure they're all the same color so we don't get really wonky looking sides. There we go. Go ahead and cram those in there. So they're seeing just slightly more comfortable, slightly better sleeping efficiency, and they'll still be really nice beds in the end. We're also going to need to throw in some heating and cooling units into this at some point, but that's only until they actually start doing things. There we go. Get the fuck out of here. You guys are making my game lag. And they're having a hard time determining which path to go to. There's just so many options. It's so beautiful. There we go. And to be honest, I probably don't even need to keep that dinosaur mod in here, because that dinosaur mod probably causing a lot of fucking issues. The amount of things loaded in with that. Yeah. Vanilla animals are just as good. And there we go. Oh yeah, and he's doing the bulk penaloxylin production too. Beautiful. Save us a little bit of extra time. There you go. Now people are going to be cured. Let's see, how's our food production? We're still a little bit low on a couple of things, which is making me a little bit skeptical. Like, we are not producing... Is cheese a product you can just use to cook? Oh, hot damn, you can. Nice. Let's say I thought we were a little bit low on food production here, but it's not summertime. We're still in December, but it's almost over. We're getting close to April, May, so once that gets around here... we'll actually be able to grow a lot more shit. I mean, most of our stuff is still growing actually pretty damn well. It's only growing at 3/4 speed. How's the caravan going? Still strangely doing pretty well. We still got 20 days worth of food left. I'm not too worried about it. It'd actually be kind of a nice little way if we could get like a truck or some way to actually preserve food a little bit longer. Using energy, like your caravan, you could have animals that haul along a refrigeration unit with solar on it, so you actually have a decent amount of cooling going on at all times. So I actually wonder if that would be possible. Kind of like a weird mock version of a refrigerated truck in a way. This should be just fun here. Now let's see, Fulton, how is your manipulation speed now? Should be a little bit high. We're looking at a solid 155. Fagan's is still a little bit higher at 160. But that's because his consciousness is much higher than Fulton's. Fulton's consciousness can't really get that high because he has dementia. And we have no way to fucking fix it either. There's no mech serums that we can get to fix it. He's just permanently kind of mentally retarded. And I can't fix it. And it's all because of toxic buildup too. And then we had to throw on that AI chip too, which wasn't that good either. Is cost making it? Okay, I was gonna say someone better be making some fucking advanced components right now. Let's see, how many of those do we even have? We still only have 4 of them. Okay, I can see why it's not a big concern. There you go, and thank you for the brand new furniture cabinets as well. Zoom, zoom, man. Not too damn shabby. There you go, Bottle's already doing something good too. Yeah, not too bad. We just gotta kind of wait for everything to be built then. We're kind of just in the process of waiting. Yeah, I was gonna say, we're fine. We have like no prisoners to manage because no one has raided us in a hot second. I mean, our last raid was a Manhunter pack. That was 321 days. It has been like 2 months without a raid. Or let's see. Last time we were raided, it was day 288. It is now day 346. It has been nearly a whole year. Wow. Nearly a whole year without a fucking raid. What the hell? We don't really have a challenge here yet. I'm on Merciless. What the fuck? Really not getting that either. Both of these whips don't exist in Elder Scrolls. Maybe I could actually throw the chem fuel reactors out in the middle here. I don't necessarily need them out in the open. Or underneath cover, they should be okay anywhere, really. But I don't really want to put them anywhere near the ambushes. Or hell, actually, wait. Here, where is the bones from the hygiene mod? Plumbing, bonecrete. Yeah, just go ahead and do it like that. And then what we can do is that we can go ahead and throw a couple of these out here. So then water tower, bonecrete. Go ahead and throw these over here. And then we can go ahead and toss these guys over here as well. There we go, that'll look just fine. So then we have so much more space back into here. We could probably also... Oh crap, we need to build another one of those if we want to move that out of there. It should work just like that. And we can go ahead and slap these things over here. There we go. So all this will be slowly worked on. We have a couple of construction workers, although the rest of them are actually out and about. I mean, they're there just trying to sell jelly. Ooh. Faction of the Coalition of Godin. Fuck yeah, let's go down there and actually meet with them for a hot second. Because if these bad boys hate us, we might as well just go ahead and pay them a little visit, give them, you know, 10 grand worth of jelly. And they should like us again. And damn, did we get rid of Danny? Oh wait, no, it's Danny. It was, okay, yeah, Burke is the one with the cleaning job. Do we need to get you another companion here to help clean up the kitchens? It shouldn't be that hard to clean this place. Ah, but it's slightly out of the range of the trash cans. That's why. I see the trash cans actually probably help immensely with keeping this place nice and clean. So we could probably use you fixing up these hygiene mods at some point. There you go. Thank you for stopping by, Caravan. Get the fuck out of here. And also, we actually haven't had any visitors up here too, which is strange considering the amount of beds we have for them is immense. I mean, we have, what, 3 bedrooms all dedicated? So they could easily set up an extra caravan of 20 of them. It wouldn't fucking matter. I'm not sure why they're taking so damn long, though. Honestly, we'll probably take out these jade posts, too. We don't really need them here, either. Just gotta love that top jacket. And let's see, how many of those we got now? Oh damn, we got 9 of them. Why the fuck we ain't working on this? We got a shitload of uranium waiting for them. What is Fulton even doing most of the days then? Your rest is already on a slimmer edge because you don't really need as much. Why don't we go ahead and throw... Maybe let's just go ahead and throw in... Where's that at? Partial cries to slow down degradation of wounds and heal the body, although with the same side effects as cries sleep albeit with severity. So why don't we go ahead and actually throw some more bone drawers in here. So let's see. Let's go ahead and give these guys a little bit of extra sleeping power. Just so that they can sleep a tad bit faster. Although actually your guys' bed should probably throw it down here. There we go. Looks a little bit more pristine. As I say, Lucky should be fine with his bedroom. Here he has immaculate art in here. If not, we could always throw in a large sculpture in here. Okay, though, how do you feel about your bedroom? Reef buffed by Opal. Motherfucker, Opal's already not married, actually, wait. Oh no, you are married. It's okay, Karen's not the one married. He doesn't really like a whole lot of people either, probably because he doesn't really spend a lot of time with them. Why do you like Nethercam? Why the fuck is Lucky trying to go after Opal? Shit. Aren't you like staggeringly ugly too? I know oh yeah, you're ugly. Yeah, that's never gonna fucking work. You're always gonna get that cold shoulder, my dude. You're always gonna fucking get that. And how does Opal even feel about you? -4. Oof. God, it's barely even high enough to call yourself a friend with them. Let's not do that. Yo, wow, oh, my haters. Yeah, say you should have plenty of shit to do. Don't even give me this crap. Are you still working on the end tables? Christ, okay, let's just go ahead and cram through those in like 2 seconds instead of going back and forth every 2 seconds. Maybe I should force them all into like a work schedule, so like the first couple of hours of the day is all work at least. I mean, the thing is, though, it takes a lot just to get him into like a base happiness with just cleanliness and food. There you go. So look at that, nice and pristine rooms. Although it just kind of really depends on the quality of the bed. We could also throw in a rug in here too if we want to make it a little bit better. So just get like a plain leather or a cloth rug in there, put it at the foot of the bed somewhere. That could work. Yeah, not too shabby. And I can see why that probably takes a hot second. Fagin again. Those advanced components. I would say just do it until you have like 30 of them, to be honest. Because you're going to need so fucking many of them. It is not even going to be funny. It's good that we do have a nice stockpile, so we can just go ahead and get that crammed out as soon as possible. As soon as Fulton's done making all these end tables. I didn't really think it would take this long to do, but I guess it takes a lot longer to haul back. And to go through all of these steel doors. Yeah, let's say that probably makes sense. All 100 work for all of them. But they're almost there. Almost there. And let's see, does this reduced sleep schedule work for you guys? No, it actually does seem to work. Okay, sweet. I was probably to keep that in mind then. Let's see, where is... Let's go ahead and throw a couple of more of these things around here. Good smoke like my minions. I'm gonna make it look a little bit nicer in here. And let's see. Here. Where would it look better? Why don't we just put it right there? Oh, the crapper full again? It is. Sweet. And then go ahead and throw in some more of those. Wow, it makes it look a little bit more pristine. Looks like it more like an actual lived inside faction base. Just kind of having it in like the little bit corners, some in the middle. And he's got a lot to build already. He's pretty much going to build all the plumbing over here, plus all the shelving, which is going to take ages to do to begin with. There you go. Thank you for all of that. And I feel like Brown Yar is not longer destroying this entire area whenever he's getting on his large-ass Gatling gun. It was causing quite a few issues when he was using his little softball of the grenade launchers. But they seem to tone down ever so slightly. There we go, Fagin's still working on that. What even is your job right now? What the fuck's still on? Oh, is that because the dragon ripped off its head? Let's see. Yep, it was a dragon that ate it. Yeah, fuck it, I'll take it though. Free snacks. It'd actually be kind of nice if all of our dragons in here, when they're not getting cared for by Tom, just having them slowly passively hunt animals, and then haul them back for us. The spiders we used to have did a lot of that. Although that did cause quite a few issues. Actually, I wonder, should we have the spider mod installed? I mean, I love a lot of those HP Lovecraft mods. But, like, I really need to reduce the amount of mods I have because they're all causing massive issues. How about... Yeah, we'll probably do a mod purge at some point just to see which ones are causing a lot of issues. Maybe a dog said we could probably get rid of that too because we don't really use a lot of that. And we don't use a lot of the animal prosthetics either. I mean, if our animals just get gimped or anything, we usually just kill them. There's nothing else we can do after that. Shabelle. Let's see. I was actually thinking about watching a Destiny video. There was him on the David Pakman show, and I thought that'd be kind of interesting to watch. Whether or not to actually do comments on that would probably be even worse, considering that would be a weird two-way... no, that wouldn't work. Ooh, how fast is Wi-Fi 6? Oh, did you know? Okay, let's take a look at you. What else do you have? Oh god, you're still fucking leagues away. Now your lightsaber capabilities are still crap. Your choking's not ready. Yeah, you're all done. We are light. And see, what is... I can't really mess with Gilga's considering she's in the caravan right now. And goddamn, you guys taking forever on that highway. Maybe we should start producing some more roads. So I'm thinking about actually producing a asphalt highway from here to here. So we can just kind of like connect it right there. And that'll actually speed up our progress so we don't have to do as much. Let's see, would they actually be able to work? Yeah, it actually wouldn't be too bad. And don't try to kill yourself just yet. Yeah, there we go. He's working on that. So that makes sense because that was built way long ago. Actually, what is your construction at? You should be near 20 at this point. It's still only at 16. Damn. How the fuck does everyone else have like way higher in their own professions? And okay, no, I guess they don't have plus 20 just yet. It probably actually would be a little bit faster if we could go at ×3 speed. Let's see, does that actually work though? Yeah, just a little bit more. And then it's the last month of winter, the last day. You watch me flex, now watch me you. Wearing that. Why don't you just go ahead and cram that shit out? You don't necessarily need to wear the extra cloak here. What does this thing actually give you though? It just gives you a shitload of aiming. Yeah, I suppose that's okay. You mostly do melee attacks though. I guess we can throw on your sniper rifle though. Help out with local communities. Ballin's really our only melee character here who's dedicated exclusively to that. He does pretty damn well though. Why do you have kibble and meat? Okay, I guess it makes sense. You are... There's right. You are... and you're a psychopath too. So you actually wouldn't be too sad if we started harvesting people. Okay. And what animal is that? Who's pregnant again? So the 2 dragons plus Genevieve. Who's Alexia? Oh, the deer. Okay, I was like, who the fuck is that? So we have another one pregnant on the caravan. But the thing is that if you need to give birth while on the caravan, is that actually even geared towards, like, do you actually get an animal out of that? Because I've had multiple deer return from caravan who were all pregnant. And then as soon as they came back, they just did not have any animals. And I didn't have any new untrained deer in my caravan either. So I was like, where the fuck did they all go? And you're all done with Bonecrete? Oh, I guess you are. I might as well go ahead and finish this shit too. I'm gonna go ahead and throw out the... Well, oh wait, no, we can't really throw out the hot water tank until we have the plumbing fixed too. Okay, beautiful. Let's go ahead and trade then, get rid of this crap. So what is it? Yemen, you're plus 67. So plus 19, that require 23. Sweet, okay, so what do you guys got for us? Don't need the rice, don't need the components, don't need any of that shit. Plus steel would be nice. We do use a lot of that. Sugarcane, Devil Strand, nope, nope, nope. Watermelons, nah. A lot of nanite gear too, strangely enough. Anything worthwhile though? Oh, fucking Christ, it scared the shit out of me. I don't even know who the fucking number that is. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, so we'll just take all your plus steel. In exchange, we'll give you... Why don't we just off-haul a lot of our weapons first? I don't know, bone spears, those are actually all ours. crap. I actually don't know which one of these weapons we have as sidearms. I'm just gonna guess the really shitty weapons are gonna be the ones that are ours. Steel lightsaber, that is clearly ours. Vodka we can get rid of. Yeah, these revolvers we're definitely not wearing. Or the machine pistols either. Not using the LMG. The EMP launcher we're definitely using. We're not using that. Launcher pistols we're using. The carbines we're using. All of that can be gone. The softball Volt and the other crap can go too, because I know we're not using those. All of that can go. God, why does it take so long to calculate? Jedi robe, I don't even know why we brought that. Go ahead and get rid of that. Calcium polymer helmets. Sweet, sweet. That should be everything. And then go ahead and trade again. So we're up to 70, we need another 20. Okay. How much jelly do you guys want? Yeah, let's not do that, because look at that. That's making this game lag. Holy shit. Pressing 17 times. Okay, here, 1 second. Let's pause this. Just so it doesn't lag as much. And then we'll give you jelly back. Alright, sweet. So, say if we give you 1,000, how much does that give us? It gives us plus 29. Okay, so how about 800 jelly? Okay, what about 750 jelly? No, it's still the same thing. Alright, 700 jelly. Alright, sweet. So then, next we can go ahead and visit them. So we got a little bit of extra off us. Get rid of all of our useless weapons we don't need. And we still managed to not have... Oh, fuck, there goes Fallen. Sweet! There's something I can really do to fix our Master Jedi. Alright, so we got rid of all of our extra gear that we don't need. Thank you, Fagin, on the electronic pots. How much of those do we have out so far? Ooh, another 8. Ooh, great, so we can start actually pumping out a few more later on. We pump out like another 2 or 3 pillars, and we should be okay. On another man. There you go, thank you, Fagin. Let's see, who else we need after this? We should be okay. Yeah, look good. We got enough clothing for a hot second. Got flak vest up the ass. Got gambesons up the ass. We probably shouldn't be making gambesons, to be honest. Man, well, the gambesons are kind of actually nice. I like he's crapping up more plus steel, thank you. So Fallen's gonna be doing that for a hot second. And let's see, what do we have? Karen, can you prioritize hauling these real quickly? Don't worry about that then. Cost, why don't you do that? Cost, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Just go ahead and do that real quickly. Give myself a slight bit more space to work with here. You see an extra 4 space. Beautiful. And there's still power there because I put power across this entire fucking base. And there we go. Another 8 extra slots. I'll take that. So yeah, there we go. Perfect. Just need a little bit more space to haul all of our junk. And yeah, sure, all the chem fuel will have to be slowly moved out, but we should be okay. and somehow the river became instantly engorged again. Thank you. That's probably Nature's Pretty Sweet mod did that. I actually wonder if I should even have that mod installed, because that mod probably adds in a shitload of issues with this game. Alright, 1 second. I'm going to use the restroom, so I'll be right back. I'll go ahead and turn off my face rig, and we'll resume in 2 minutes.
Hey, please don't get too attached. I'm a heartbreaker. I'm a heartbreaker. Hard to hold and hard to touch. I'm a heartbreaker. I'm a heartbreaker. Hey, please don't get too attached. I'm a heartbreaker. I'm a heartbreaker. Hard to hold and hard to touch. I'm a heartbreaker. I'm a heartbreaker.
Alright, sweet. Thank you all for being patient. There we go. Let me throw that back on. Look at that beautiful furry face here. I always want to see my puffy cheeks. And here we go. I just need to get a couple of my double bags in here 1 second and get that mystery bag into. I don't know why I like playing this little game I have with the gather bot, but it is kind of fun. Just slowly trying to gain more and more stats. I mean, if I play this game more religiously in my chat, started deconning everything and chanting things I needed to get, I probably could have been muchos more of a power a long ass time ago. But like, I do everything in a weird casual sense. On here, let me go ahead and actually do Titan Axe and then Titan Militia. Go ahead and throw in a couple extra points of damage here. And what's that? Oh damn. I think it's really fucking loud. It's even better. Candy Crush while doing that. Crush, if I could spell one fucking word here. Let's say, I think I text so infrequently that even though texting was like my generation's main thing, I'm still really shit at it. But that's just because like the amount of people who I text that aren't like my family are so fucking rare. Like I do it like maybe like once a month. A little bit sad, but at the same time, I guess it also kind of like saved me from the, how should I say, like saved me from the situation, like, you know how people were like always chronically depressed because they're always on Twitter and things. Maybe that's like saved me in a way. Here you go, Fulham. I'm gonna really need you to start working on this bad boy. And as soon as you finish that, you'll get the cold water again. There we go. Just quickly fix that up. A nice slight 10 FPS. There we go. And that fixed up everything, so now we should have the hot water again. That should make everyone a little bit happier. Same for you, let's see. Okay, yeah, good. Look at that kind was. Everyone here is pretty much maximum happiness at all times. The only thing I could wish that we could fix is just making everyone here a little bit more sociable instead of all completely dissolved from each other. But the only way to do that is to have a dining room, our workshop, and the recreation room all be in the exact same building at all times. Because right now everyone's just, oh my fucking god, that scares the shit out of me. Maybe we should have put that on vibrate. Fuck out of here. I know you're a robocall. Yoink. Yeah. It's really easy to tell that they're a robocall because the thing is, my caller ID shows a city along with the area code. So if there's no city associated with it, it usually means a robocall. Ooh, throw some out of the stone, 58. Trade. Why the fuck not? Oh yeah, I'll take all your neurotamine and all your plus steel. And I really don't need your kiwi stone as god. That weapon right there is expensive as shit. Go ahead and get rid of all of this. I don't need those. And then, do I want your gold? Yeah, I'll take your gold. And a schematic cabinet. Alright, yeah, I'll take that too. And then we'll go ahead and give you some insect jelly. Alright, well, that didn't work out. We'll say, we'll give you negative 1,000 of it. How much will that give us? Alright, negative 900 then. Oh, look at that. And it went to 65 because of that. So then we're going to need another 25 with that jelly. So then what if we give you some jelly? How much of that do you want? Let's see. Ooh, how much jelly do you guys want? Maybe 1,000. Well, to be honest, these people are gonna need more jelly than us. But we did get rid of a lot more stuff out of that, and we did get the schematics cabinet, which we did need to actually research a few things. So why not? Thank you. Hold on, what else are you doing right now? Do you really need to socialize? Fuck your recreation. You do need to socialize. So what is your average? And not everyone here likes you. Really, the only people here who are going to be decently well-liked are those who are pretty. Or beautiful. Those who are ugly or staggeringly ugly are never going to get it. There we go, and he's almost fixed up all the plumbing here. So then all he needs to do is fix that. And then we can decon these two things, and we should be okay. There you go, looks pretty fucking pristine. Same thing with you. Here's already pumping out that water. Fuck yeah. So then go ahead and get rid of those two things. Another 8 slots apiece. Beautiful. And it's all untreated. Unlikely it's going to be treated in 2 seconds. There we go. Looking pretty. Let's see, we already have a water treatment plant that's hooked up to the water system, so that should be fine. Are you not hooked up? Hygiene, bone crete. No, you're hooked up. You're hooked up to the main water source here. So I'm not sure how that's untreated. No good, it's only 5 components. Alright. I guess you can Hulk out for another one. And go ahead and decon that. We already have enough energy generation anyway to begin with. And the custom Jedi robes. What is actually one? Just deflection, number 1. Eh, not too bad. It actually gives it pretty decent stats then. Maybe it's like the equivalent to like power armor when you wear Jedi gear. It's a little bit overpowered. Probably shouldn't be wearing it to begin with. But it weighs you down less than flak vest, so it's a little bit overpowered. I should be okay then. So as soon as we finish up that water treatment plant, we'll be fine. How many components do we have though? Oh yeah, we got plenty then. And we have plenty of steel too, so I'm not too worried about it. And let's see, is it still untreated? Oh no, it is treated. Okay. And we'll fuck it though. I'm already building it, and it already gives us a little bit of extra space inside storage, so why not? Why not do it? That's just a little bit of extra plumbing we need to haul in here. Then I eventually probably could just strip down one of these rooms and toss it all in there. It's all fine like this though. How much though do you guys need on that? They still need another 2 days to reach somebody on a fucking road. What is the... even with a dirt road, it's still... Yeah, it's still decently hard to walk across it, but it's something, I suppose. And the thrombo is still eating all my fucking trees. Maybe I just need to make a little... where it's like no kitchens, no trees. So actually let me manage that. Zone clear for no kitchen. And we'll also make it so it doesn't give you trees. Get you stick. You just want pretty, son of a bitch. Yeah, so that gets rid of all the trees, and then we can get rid of all of these ones too. So the same thing here. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that.
Pretty boy, beauty boy.
Yeah, because that's what I don't mind. I don't mind them eating like the kibble and shit. Why the fuck did they gotta eat ironwood trees? There we go. So that means Thrumbo shouldn't try to eat this anymore. Let's just see whether or not that actually works. There we go. Go ahead. You should be okay. You can rest now. Bye-bye, babies. And he can still access the rooms too, yeah, because he's not actually blocked off from any of those areas. He's just blocked off from eating the trees. Because you have to be in the exact, you have to be allowed in the area whether or not you actually get to eat. So if you don't get him, saves you a little bit of extra. Quite a few of these trees are ready for harvest. I mean, we're about ready for a full apple harvest here pretty soon. And beautiful water treatment plant's already done. And look at that, completely fucking safe now. Yeah, so look at that. We won't have to actually go ahead and flood our workroom anymore with any more crap, so we should be just fine. Well, let's see, do we need anything else though anyhow over here? Yeah, we should be okay. These damn tiles have actually cost me over 1,000 steel to make. But they actually make the place strangely... Oh, actually not really that bad. It actually used to be like a +3 in here at all times. I'm not sure why it changed to a -5. Yeah, look at that. Beauty in here is still really high though. Yeah, not too bad. Let's see, go ahead and get rid of you, since no one's making that statue. What other things could we cancel in here? No, those all look okay. And let's see, working on 15 components, sweet. Let's go ahead and, since Fulton's already messing with trees, let's go ahead and start back to this. I might just go ahead and throw some more structural beams on the outside. There we go. And then we can just throw some cryo-sleep casks on the outside. And then of course we have the ship core. It's still going to be protected by the structural beams, so it should be okay. We'll see whether or not this works, and they're all hooked up. So they should still be able to access whatever the port they need. And do we need anyone else to come in here? Yeah, they should be fine. I'm just kind of concerned though whether or not we actually have enough water, because we're only using these things right here. But they actually do pretty well when compared to industrial pumps. Industrial pumps still only take out about 1,500 liters a day. And with these are all doing 1,600 right now, and we have 4 of them, and they take 0 power. So it actually does help us out ever so slightly. Yeah, let's see, why don't we go ahead and reinstall you. Put them in here. Where else can we put the other one at? Really, I have no idea. So why don't we go ahead and uninstall you. Install you. I have no use for them, and I'd rather not have them right there. And actually just consuming components ever so slightly. And let's see, how much longer do we have left on that food for the caravan? We still have another 38 days. Only lasts 21 days though. Okay, you'll be able to get back though pretty soon. Boston. And up to 3,000 chem fuel now, but how much fecal sludge do we have left over? Yeah, only 2,000. So it's actually not too slammed right now. Because usually when I try to actually produce a crap load of chem fuel, what ends up happening is that we don't have enough fecal sludge to work with here. Let's see. It's slowly... No, that's still good. These shooting targets are just fine. And there we go. How are the animals doing for the training? Oh, we actually are starting to get few of the dragons up there already. Nice. So a few of them are already have trained and rescued. So it's kind of nice. And a few of them are already getting trained in hauling, which is actually kind of sick. Having these things actually haul for us would be immensely useful. Just because of how much these guys are actually able to haul. So like if we were mining away a bunch of steel from this quarry, one of these dragons would be able to haul every single piece of it without an issue. So they'd actually be like really efficient work animals. Although maybe having a bunch of dogs instead would probably be more useful. Hard to say for certain. Ooh, and it's still freezing out here in April, May. What the fuck? How is December actually warmer than this? Oh yeah, and the Loche of the Oasis. These motherfuckers are about to go to war with us. The thing is, once we're in neutral, it gets down to -80. And once it hits -80, they're hostile to us. This is why, even though it may seem stupid that we send out so much in terms of gifts, it's actually worthwhile. Okay, look at that. Even with all of our money going down, we're still slightly earning more. God damn it, Folan, you gotta stop breaking. Oh, it's not even breaking, it's him just going insane. My ass, you can kiss. Yeah, they're okay with this. Why is Notre Dame not doing anything for hauling? You're still on the hauling duty, right? I'm curious as to why it takes you so long to really do anything with that. Here, let's see, how much longer do we have left on the light sensors? Holy fuck. We still have thousands for that. Yeah, at least it gives us a chance to actually make a few more advanced components. Damn, the vibrating is actually still just as intense. Oh, they actually left a voicemail. What the fuck is this gonna be? Just 2 seconds of silence. Thank you for taking up my voicemail box. Get the fuck out of here. No, I'd rather not message you. No! I thought one of these was just gonna be delete. Get the fuck out of here. A message drafted? Fuck no, get out of here. God damn. Give a double bag too while we're at it. And good, they are starting to haul a little bit more out there. Thank you, darlings. No, I don't need to press that SAD. Here we go. Yeah, it's really easy to only take one advanced component. Oh, okay. Plus 75, okay, great. You don't really need anything in terms of money. There we go. Thank you, Fallen. Skirt, skirt, skirt. Then I get the fuck out. And actually, the thing is, you could actually power a base with something like this with a ship reactor. Like, if you just had a multitude of these things stacked inside of here, you would have 1,000 power guaranteed at all times without having to do a damn thing. It's like these vanometric cells, except kind of on crack. Welcome to our base there. We have a humble little abode. Even though this place is kind of maxed out to crack. Oh yeah, we can't really even make those because you don't have any wood. And how's the neurotomy in terms of flowers coming along? These are almost ready to be plucked. Just need a little bit of extra growth rate. And then I'll be able to make a bunch more fluox. Although, do we even make any flu easy? No, we still have 0 of it. Damn. Are you guys even protected then? Yeah, no, they don't even have that. Yeah, it's fine. The flu is easy to deal with. Now that we have like really fucking advanced medications. Well, that and we have these IV pumps that give you an immunity gain speed of 20%, which is a tad bit overpowered. But you know what? If you want to pay for it, you pay for it. So then you still get that advanced little research here. Why the fuck is no one doing this? Cost, where you at? This is reserved by Notre Dame. Is anybody doing it then? Thank you, Pumpkin. And there we go. So you're throwing that. Thank you. Why are these ones not being worked on? Are we running out of steel? No, we're still good. And if you're starting to run out of resources, we can go ahead and start throwing in a shitload more people into the quarry. I mean, that's why the only reason why it's off is because people kept mining too much steel to the point where my animals weren't even able to keep up hauling all the crap. So we had 1,000 steel, 600 gold, a couple hundred plus steel, and a bunch of amber for some reason, all stuck in the same area because we were all crapping it out too fast. I actually wonder if this makes the guest happier. Do you guys get happy from the dragons? Yeah, you are happy to buy it. Okay. Not too damn shabby. Charmed by colonists. Yeah, so I really don't even need to do much for all you guys. You guys are already maxed out in happiness. And plenty of beds here. Gonna give you at least 10 extra benefit. Or 10 extra relation with the faction. So we don't even need to trade with them or give them any gifts anymore. Well, I guess we could go ahead and try to sell whatever weapons we have left. What do you guys want? I'll take all your pemmican. That's good enough for me. Oh, we'll take that. Beautiful, look at that. All of your silver, just in exchange for a giant statue. Oh yeah, and the bacon strips are actually taking forever to actually decompose. Does that mean you're insane? Oh, okay, no. Actually, strangely, you're fucked. Asthma plus everything else on you. Being 900 years old. There's something we could fix with it. We could try taking lungs from animals, but it won't work well. There's 5 turrets, 1 mortar, and 2 enemies. Has a superhuman-like artificial intelligence and isolates it the core dormant. Installing out a proper structure and the head of a colonist, however, can become a mine of frightening power. Use at your own risk. Alright, where's that at? Ooh. Maybe we could get that once our caravan comes back. They're still trying to do a diplomatic mission to these fairies over here. Just so they just stop feeling the need to come and bash our heads in. Okay, so we're actually not going to be making too much neurotamine from all these flowers. Beautiful, thank you. Where's that motherfucking tea? There we go, thank you. Oh, good. Yeah, Persona Core actually is working. During a multi-decade flight. Not too damn shabby. What does it even look like? Oh, it just looks like a monitor on top of it. Okay. Not too damn shabby then. Yeah, they're just hauling all the steel to it. Okay. We'll be fine then. Smoking big juicy. Let's see, are we actually getting these trees back in here? It looks like quite a few of them are surviving. So it looks like the tyranny of the thrombo is not going to be a problem anymore. And costs. Actually, yeah, you should just be hauling the neurotamine straight to the air. So 10 flower petals get you 1 neurotamine. Okay, so it actually isn't really that overpowered. And actually, you know what I could do? Let's get rid of this and put another bonecrete shelf here just so I can store neurotamine right there. That should probably would be the best idea. Yeah, instead of having a haul all the way over here. Just so it won't spoil. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it spoiling though. I don't really need a little bit of extra research speed either. And workshop awful. Sweet. So why don't you just go ahead and get rid of that? I'm not even sure why this place is awful, considering that the beauty in it is nice. Oh, it's considered extremely dirty. So then why is it considered extremely dirty in here? Is it just because of purely all the fecal sludge? Alright, then what if I decon that? So that you don't have to actually... Here, yeah. And so let's change the settings. So it doesn't actually give you waste. Instead, gives you bones. And that actually make you slightly happier. Instead of just having pure waste inside this place. So it's 160 in here, but I don't know why. Maybe the trash cans, I'm thinking? Yeah, no, it's purely all the shit that we have stored in here. Because as soon as he takes it out, look at that. I thought storing inside of a shelf there would actually make this area cleanly, but apparently not. Yeah, and then get the last of that out of here. Unbelievably impressive. Look at that. Instantaneously much better. Look at that. So it went from a negative 140 to a plus 172. So actually, why even have this diner anymore? I probably should just throw everyone into this thing. Considering this dining room is like 7 times better. Oh, I don't really have the space here for a good dining room. I could always just throw in our silver dwarven tables too. I'm gonna go ahead and build. Yeah, you don't need that in there. I was thinking we could just try putting one of our large sculptures in here. And another beauty in there, though, is already massively high thanks to the statues. It's just not as impressive. But does this actually make your... Let's see. I was thinking it actually makes like the recreation room extremely high. Now we'll go ahead and keep this in here, why not? It seems to make people happy, and we also have another TV in here just for a little bit of extra comfort as well. A couple million. Ooh. Let's see, he's almost done with that. Let's see, take a look at those components. How many do we have now? Let's look at another 10. Alright, sweet. And how the fuck have you guys not been attacked yet? I'm still on Merciless, right? No, I'm still on Merciless. I don't fucking get why that's the case. That's not a double population. But why not? We'll keep it like that. We don't need the double population either. And our income is actually slowly going down, so that actually is kind of nice. Although we're still in the 70,000 range. Yeah, I really can't fix that out. Ever since that day we got the Vampire Crypt, bumped up our income from 23 to 40,000 instantaneously. Although now we're already getting twice that. Maybe I could throw this biofuel refinery into this room. Because maybe that might make it slightly more impressive in here. Not having to actually make fecal sludge at all these points in time. And we can't. Oh, fuck, we can't actually move it though. Shit. Let's see, how do the bones make it though? Yeah, the bones are fine then. Okay. Because it's unbelievably gorgeous in here and unbelievably good. So if we actually make them eat in here, we actually get a slight mood boost too. But in order to do that, we need more space. And all of our areas are taken up by benches and shit. Let's see. I could probably get rid of this. Probably get rid of this. What other things do we not use commonly? I don't really use this often, and I don't use this at all. But this one's necessary to make hand tools. We definitely don't use this anymore. Yeah, so we can get rid of you. Go ahead and get rid of you. We'll keep you, but we're definitely not going to be using the Tinkerer's Bench. Because the Tinkerer's Bench just allows you to make really expensive and overpowered gear. Like some of the gear you can make inside the Peril mod, expensive, like up to the 3 grand for a single helmet. However, that helmet will also give you plus 15 on pretty much every stat, because what the fuck is balance? Lucky, how do you feel about your room? Hey, you're sliding asleep in the heat though? What temperature is it outside? I guess it's really just specific to you since you sleep next to an industrial radiator. Yeah, why don't we go ahead and fix that? Because if we actually just put that there, this will actually prevent this from getting hot. And he should just be as comfortable as everyone else. There we go. That looks fine. And we're still actually able to produce enough stews here for everybody. What the fuck is that? We're only producing 0 crops right now. Actually, more space the deer are eating all the beans since they're able to haul all the beans back. What if they're just kind of doing that? And everything to get Embexit back for her to actually start cooking with us. Sucks. We're getting close though, only 0.3 days left. And these guys still haven't turned hostile, so we should be okay. Alright. Oh shit, they have given birth. Where is... So what new animal did we just get? I have no idea because they actually didn't tell me the name. But so I guess they can. I actually didn't know that. And Brian here and Molly both need to finish these fucking things. There we go. Finally, those are done. Okay. So we'll just go ahead and throw in a couple of these. There, and that should be enough crowd sleep caskets for a hot second. And we'll go ahead and decon those too. Since no one's making anything for those. And here we go, and that was done. So I want to go ahead and do a copy for that. Poplars. Yeah, it's still going to be a hot second because we still need, I think, like 10 neurotomy to even make one thing. Good for you, Fallen. Thank you. We'll use that for the raids that we never actually fucking get. Look at that, we got 1 flew easy. Fucking thank you. After all of that refining process. Maybe we just need to make a much larger field then. Where you produce legitimately hundreds of fucking flowers. Because that might need to be the thing we have to do next. Because what I'm thinking about is that we could actually just go ahead and start growing out here on this rich soil. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst of ideas. And let's see. There we go, and then we'll just throw something in here, something cheap. Something gives us a little bit of extra food. My soul, you stole my heart. Here, man, we just do that. Some little extra berries, or we'll just get Bexa back here and have her just haul a shitload of berries out here. Maybe kill a couple dozen animals. Maybe that might work. And these things have still not fucking decayed. Oh my god. Still got another hot second on those. Let's see, actually, what would be the best place to actually store them? Actually, what you could do what if we just kind of like store them all inside of here? And just kind of like store them all in here. So this will only be pretty much clear all of that. Corpses. And just do corpses and do preferred. Allow rotten. And then just go ahead and allow all of these things there. I'm going to need to actually clear a little bit more. Here we go, so then the animals could actually start hauling all of that back there. And then since it's all an unactual fireable rock, and then what we should be able to do is I just set this place on fire. Like legit set it all on fire and we should be okay. And it won't really overheat either, considering that there's still a huge venting area. Yeah, see, okay, now they're just gonna haul all of that back for us. There you go, beautiful, thank you. There you go, he's actually working on that too, beautiful. What's our uranium left? How much of that do we have? Okay, yeah, we still have over 1,000, we're good.
You can call me Hieronymus.
We have more than enough to actually go ahead and make our spaceship. Yeah, that's what I like to see.
Call me 1 2 1 3 3 4.
And actually, it might be a good idea to even deal with a infestation, because all we'd have to do is literally just set this on fire and the infestation would just burn itself. So literally we just kill it with its own corpses. That would be a bad idea. And we go ahead and decon that and remove those floors. So I don't know if these floors can actually be caught on fire. They're bonecrete, so I'd rather not try it. There we go, it's looking pretty. Let's see, Briny, are they still making more advanced components? Oh, no, it's just making regular components, okay. I guess we did short out our supplies pretty fast. But we still have more than have enough steel. Oh, to be honest, most of the steel is no longer accessible to traders. Hey, beautiful, okay. So let's see, what do we got there in terms of trade? Let's see, we'll take all of your components, because why the fuck not? Plus steel, nope, we're good. Raw sapphire, I could take that. Mango sodas, I don't really need those. Wood I would love to take, but we don't really have the space for that. We got a shitload of gear. For some reason we have cargo pants. And a flak jacket. And we have hundreds upon hundreds of berries for some fucking reason. Alright, and then how much of the jelly do you want? Can't really afford that. And see, the more I click, the laggier it gets. Alright, fine. We'll put in only 1,000 jelly. Okay, you're gonna get like a quarter of that, 250 jelly. Okay, a little bit more. 500, does that work? Yes. And then we'll give you the rest of the jelly. Oh yeah, that should work. Hey. So you got rid of all of that food. Beautiful, and we were able to actually get allied with another faction because of it. So they should be willing to visit anytime they want. To be fair, that makes sense because we just gave them nearly 10 grand worth of jelly. Which should actually reduce our, it should reduce our value ever so slightly. To be fair, I'm not the fuck sure why jelly's worth that much. But damn, is it impressive. Oh no, damn, does that dragon have hauling too? It does. Fuck yeah. So the dragon now can just sit there and haul back and forth all the crap for us. And it looks like though this is all safe. Not too damn shabby. Why don't we go ahead and actually put in some more paved tiles over here. Here, make that look a little bit more pristine. Instead of just having our water tower rest on top of dirt. Making us look like filthy animals. Ooh, yes. Please tell me you guys want an ungodly 2 metric tons worth of shit. Because it legit is 2 metric tons. There we go. Here, so you guys want fertilizer? No, they don't want fucking fertilizer. Are you sure you don't want it? No, they fucking don't. Oh, you bastards. Why not? Yeah, a farming trader doesn't want fertilizer, but it'll take a human heart. What? You want human body parts, but you don't want fertilizer. Alright. Fucking weird-ass people. Good, we don't have any elephant meat to sell either. You can take that, you can take that. Because we don't really use either one of those very often. And let's see, what else can we get rid of? Really, everything else we kind of use, especially the 1,000 dragon hide. Jesus. How much would that be? Oh yeah, it's only 13 grand. We have an unlimited supply of extremely valuable gear. It's retarded. Flour we can go ahead and get rid of because we're not going to be using that. And sweetness. Now we just have a shitload of bananas. Which is perfect because we actually need these to make stews. There we go. Hey. And I always could tame a couple of more of these bad boys. And at least until I get a male and female. If I get a male and female Thrumbo, I'll just have unlimited animals after that, and that's fine. Actually, how's the wildlife coming along here? Where the fuck's the predator? We only have one predator out here, and I doubt this thing's calling enough of the animals here. You, dude, seriously need... You have Alzheimer's? What? Affects memory. Okay. We need to start getting out here and culling a few more of these animals. But we have one predator in the area for some fucking reason. So I actually wonder if this is kind of like slowly causing all of our latency issues. I mean, I guess we could go ahead and go like on a murder spree and kill every single animal on here. I mean, I can kill every Lorraine doe, every buck, every squirrel, every fucking boar, everything. It wouldn't be that bad of an idea. Yeah, let's see, that's beautiful looking. Just hauling a shitload of bananas. There we go. Isn't the Cavendish banana, isn't that a glorious banana? The one of only the pure races. Was it the Cavendish we had today, or was it the old one that was demolished? I actually can't remember specifically which one it is. It's got a slightly boiled in me. Don't need that bone artwork there either. Now, you know what? Let's go ahead and unforbid the rest of this, since we actually need a few more bones. So we can just go ahead and have Ball and start crapping those out. Hey, what do we got? A bunch of cloaks. Alright. Thank you, Randy. Thank you, the gods. Although I'm not sure who the fuck's gonna get those in time, but I don't care. We don't necessarily need them anyway. Yeah, look at that. The trees are slowly coming back. Scratch that. I think the Thrumbo is still eating it. Like, I legit just need multiple dedicated farmers. Or am I just like gonna have to like section off this entire area to the Thrumbo? Because I do want to have the ironwood trees. I do actually want to have the ability to make this precious ironwood wood. But again, this motherfucker keeps eating everything. Like the fatty he is. See, enjoy this tasty hay for the hundreds of apple trees we have instead of the ironwood. But the one thing I don't need you to eat. Fire and war. Ooh, ooh. Upon the heart. Ooh. Or an AI persona core. Fuck it, why don't you guys actually get the item? I'll take you a little bit longer. Hey, I'll take that. I see a brand new baby dragon. Oh, so precious. Still easily able to kill everyone here. Especially when you have a DPS of 9 and a HP of fucking 170,000. Alright, thank you more for that, Randy. Well, that's actually a decent one, too. A crap load of components I can take. Saves me a little bit of extra time not having to actually craft them all. I'd rather, I guess, just really having Beyond me, I do it. On the hot. On the hot. I'm gonna go ahead and actually cancel these. Since those are never gonna actually be built since we have 0 wood. And the only wood we have, we have to immediately toss inside the fire. Although strange, we haven't had any issues keeping the fires well maintained. But yet we just have no wood at the exact same time. Look at that, even dragons are slightly faster than a deer too. Not too damn shabby. There we go. Having all the babies sleep. I still fucking love how these things 500 kilograms for a single dragon. And actually, is your DPS higher than your son? Well, that's the same. So the DPS actually doesn't change at all. They're still all as dangerous as can be when they're born and when they're 900 years old. Actually kind of impressive. I'm a god. Hopefully we can make it back within 20 days though. Let's see, who can actually make you force here to ride an animal? Although reduce the amount we could actually haul considerably. Let's see. Beauty of 720 though. Ooh, I know there's actually. Do we have any iron wood of those sculptures? Because I know we had one of those and that had the beauty of like 1,000. No, it's mostly just granite now. Okay. Here, I want to go ahead and let you start mining a little bit more of the quarry then. Get a little bit of extra. Mine the quarry or have you plant instead? Although I actually are starting to run low on gold, so maybe it is a good idea that we start mining again. We'll be fine with steel and steel. It's just the gold we're going to be running out of. So having him start working on that would probably be a better idea. And then maybe we could actually start making some more synthetic hearts and synthetic lungs for everybody. Now, to be honest, no one here even has a bionic spine. A few of them have a bionic spine. Like he's all jacked up. That's all because he keeps losing those parts.
Good fortune, gang.
Good fortune, gang.
I got big gold coffers. Hey, good fortune, gang. Good fortune.
And let's see, how's your manipulation now?
I got big
Oh, you're
money
basically
in
up to
my
max
business. Hey,
manipulation.
Good fortune, gang. Good fortune, gang.
And hell, your moving's even more
I got
enhanced.
big gold coffers. Hey, good fortune, gang.
And this construction
Good
has
fortune,
gone down
gang.
ever so slightly.
I got big money in my cloud ruler.
Hey,
temple.
hey,
I'm
what do
a
we got
boss.
here?
Hey,
Are you just the same faction we are hosting right now?
I got
How the fuck do we
sauce.
have multiples of you coming in here?
Hey, I got big gold chest.
I mean, I suppose you can come in.
I flex.
I'm not sure if it's entirely
I got
necessary.
big gold chest. Every bitch wanna fuck me. I got big money in my.
Honestly, maybe I should just stop entertaining them all.
Good
I really don't need to charm him. I mean, we already have a pretty damn impressive setup already.
Hey, good fortune, gang.
Here, don't need to socialize with them.
Money in my potato. Good fortune.
Yeah, it is the
gang.
same fucking
Good
people
fortune,
too.
gang. I got big gold coffers.
There we
Hey,
go.
good fortune,
Still save us a
gang.
little bit of extra
Good
room.
fortune, gang.
Strangely, having that window open though causes actually a lot of fucking lag. There we go. An ever so slightly impressive workshop area. I'm thinking, how do you feel about this room? Unbelievably impressive. Had a great time in an unbelievably impressive recreational room. Nice. Okay. They actually are starting to like it ever so slightly. I think it's not really even that impressive either. It's just a couple of carpet rugs, a long ass room. I guess maybe it's just purely based on the fact it's a massive fucking behemoth.
I got ice on my wrist. I got ice on my bitch. I can bite your bitch. Boy, you ain't shit.
It's not even that bad of a room.
I got ice on my bitch. I
So does
can
that
bite
mean,
your
how do
bitch.
you guys feel about the
Boy, you
recreation
ain't
room?
shit. I got ice on my wrist. I got ice on my bitch. I can bite your bitch. Boy, you ain't shit.
I'm actually not
I
too
got ice
ecstatic
on my
about it.
wrist. I got ice on my bitch.
I could socialize with
I
him,
can
but
bite
fuck
your
it.
bitch. Boy, you
View
ain't
the
shit.
art while
Yeah.
also
I got
simultaneously
ice.
making
I
out
got
with
I'm
Molly.
stupid, bitch.
Alright, alright. Actually, I don't mind having as many guests as possible though, because the guests are all able to do work, and usually I only have it set to 5, so most of them end up just kind of hauling for us. Hauling stones, hauling corpses, whatever the fuck we need. Oh, you know what? I don't fucking care either. Chunks and normal quality. Yeah, don't worry about the fucking the slight bit of stone chunks in there. I don't care. Leave the granite in there. It's these bad boys I want out of here. Just don't put them in my fridge. And these fridge only allows fresh shit too, I think, right? Yeah, so you can put it in there anyway.
Yeah, right, boy. I go motherfucking hard.
Yeah, beautiful. Keep that too. It's worth like $200 anyway.
Used to be a blade, but I smoked blunts.
And there we go. We're still hauling back. Do we still have that incendiary launcher? Okay, good. We still have that. So we can still actually cook a few of those out of here.
I got ice on my bitch.
And there you go. Moses actually back out of that fucking constant struggle here to socialize the guest. Because the thing is, what also makes the guest very inefficient is just that the fact that, how should I say, I think as a colonist spend a lot of time chasing the guest, which makes him take up a lot of fucking time, instead of like the colonist able to make the guest stay in place for a hot second, instead of having them run around the entire map trying to do the exact same fucking thing. It is a bit more obnoxious. There we go. Go ahead and haul out more. Thank you, Alyssa. Are we still playing vegetables for a hot second? Let's just hopefully Ballin's making some more bones for Bonecrete, which Molly is getting around to. Now let's see. How are the stones going? How many more do we have left of those? Yeah, they're not doing too bad.
Bitch, we down here.
We down here. Ooh, ooh.
Bitch, we down here.
Ooh, ooh. And apparently we can't get to that paved tile, so fuck it. I don't need those. As long as it looks proper, it's fine to me. Ever so slightly just making the hug V power lines. Let's see, there's a lot of energy. I probably should double reinforce that wall at some point, but I need to get like a concrete bench in there of some sort.
I've smoked big fat blunts. Gang.
And there you go. Beautiful, ever slightly more components.
I got good stunts.
I guess that one's already. The other ones, you still need 6 more.
Because I flex, fool.
Not too shabby then.
Like great flex. I've paid bitch that type of temps.
Bitch, we down.
Yeah, look at that. They still like the extremely impressive recreational rooms.
We down.
Sure, not being as charmed as much is not going to make them as happy, but they're going to be fine. They're all content as shit.
Here.
We down here. Ooh, ooh. We still have 3 grand. Actually, why don't we go ahead and start crapping out more of these mortar shells? Why don't we get like 100 of them out here? There we go, because there will be a day when we do face one of these more prolonged raids. There you go. Thank you, Mimosa. I love how we still haven't actually managed to butcher through all of these. But why are you taking so long, Ballin?
Bitch, we down here.
Okay, yeah, they still have a decent amount of meat left over.
Bitch, we down
Yeah, though, as soon as Folden starts getting in there and mining,
we down
he's
here.
7 times faster than everyone else. There you go. Then he has the dwarf passive going with him, so he gets extra little bit of resources every time he mines. So he has more of the overpowered option for this whole thing. God damn, I need one rainfall to happen here. It's like the one thing about the Malone Forest is that it constantly rains in April and in the fall month. And for some reason we have been fine this entire fucking time. I mean, by all means, feel free to do your shit. It probably would actually fix this whole lag situation. Because I actually wonder if they have to calculate all the blood and all the flower petals and all of the beauty that goes associated with it. Because actually I wonder if it is a potential issue. There you go. Thank you, Lick, for the extra mortar shells. There you go. And it's like you just had both guests going in there refueling the chem and steel at the exact same time. Alright, so we have everything ready for the starship, but we're completely not ready there for a hot second.
Hey, trapping with the gang, trapping with the gang. I run the game. Don't fuck with the blades. Just got 90K. Fuck 3 bitches. I forgot.
I don't know, fuck it. I guess we can start doing the advanced, Allows your to build a computing system increases research speed and necessary for advanced research. The computing system needs to be placed near a research bench. Like a multi-analyzer. So on, I guess we can start doing this. And we already have the required research bench. Alright. So why not? I haven't messed with this stuff yet, so why not? Let's see what this shit actually is and see how overpowered it is. It looks pretty sweet, but I'm not sure if it's balanced enough. Oh, actually, what are you able to research with this? Don't need that. Insect jelly refining. Serenium does not give an addiction. Ooh, okay. Over at the Battle Weaver. And of course this allows us to get the practical fabrication bench without using melee combat. Using melee combat without hurting the victim also allows the production of the burn gauntlet, which severely burns the victim and is effective against most armor types. Okay, so yeah, that's right. We'd be able to make the pain guns, which once you're able to make pain guns, you're instantly able to basically. I mean, when a raid comes by, you're basically able to just knock out everybody into a pain shock state, and then throw them inside your barracks and just keep them there forever. That actually is kind of nice. What the fuck you mean is this? We all know the best with dodge rolls if you're nice and limber there. I don't understand what the fuck. Mixer is about as cringy as Discord when it comes to their shit. Like all the little quips they try to put in there to make themselves seem more relatable. This kind of ends up making them look more... I can't really say it's like forcing, but yeah, it is forced as shit. Ooh, what is this? Nah, we don't need that. Ooh, what the fuck is going on here? Oh shit, Karen. Get the fuck out of there. And Fallen, why do you need to get outside too? Oh fuck, Karen, you okay? Ooh, fuck, they took off your entire damn leg. Shit, everyone get inside the shirt immediately. It's like that cocky right now. God damn. How are they all already insane? Please don't kill our Thrombo. Please don't kill our Thrombo. There you go. Ballin', I think it should be okay here. Full and go ahead and kind of have here pump out your lightsaber. There you go. Just sit there and punch him out. I guess we can just send out our own dragons too. You wanna fucking fight us, bitch? We'll send out dragons. You wanna see yourself a little bit overpowered? It ain't gonna fucking work. We know the top of the top is already belonging to us. Motherfuckers, go ahead and kill these little shits. They don't deserve to live anymore. Get the fuck out of here. Please don't fucking do that. That's gonna be bad. Oh, 1 second, I got a call here.
I want that blade boy eat. I'm slick and sick. It's the disease. We count breath. Oh, we count septims. Oh, we count gold. Oh, we count breath. Oh, we count septims. Oh, we count gold. Oh, we count breath. Oh, bitch, count breath. Oh, count gold. Oh, count breath. Oh, count breath. Oh, bitch, count breath. Oh, count gold. Oh, count breath. Oh. Count breath, oh, bitch, count breath, oh.
Alright, so I think we're gonna give this like another... We'll give this another 30 minutes, and then I have to go for now. Because I'm going to be going to the grocery store to steal a couple of milk duds for the Avengers Endgame tonight. Oh my god, motherfuckers, just get out of here. I don't want you to sit here and slowly butcher these creatures. I'll just go ahead and have Folan go ahead and come out here and knock them out. Here, why don't you go ahead and... Someone's already got him. Sweet, thank you. I actually might need to put out like a double door out here at some point. Because like, there's no easy way to attract people right up here to the front. And they can't really use that door either. So I'm going to go ahead and just throw out a granite door right here real quick. And that's good because that one actually is already reinforced with wood too. There we go, and think you can haul back the Thrumbo real quickly. Gives us a shitload of fur plus food and bones and everything. I mean, that's what you guys get for being a peasantry. You could have easily joined us, but Come and look upon the hot. Upon the hot. Boom. Too late for my mercy. Are you going out there to hunt right now? Like I was gonna say, try not to go out there with your shitty little short bows, you're gonna get yourself killed. Kill a god. Killing intoxicating feeling. Oh my god. Here we go. Why don't we get you a brand new bionic leg? Since that thing's already gone. And Lucky's already working on the other animal. Look at that, trying to shoot through the double embouchure. Hot damn. There you go. And it's pregnant too. Don't you know what you're doing for your child here? Who the fuck it? God damn, I'm getting calls everywhere. 1 second. These motherfuckers want to take my damn deer. Do they even know who they're fucking with? I will exterminate you. I ain't giving up all my fucking deer, too. You're all gonna eat my dick. Ready to swallow a cock, cause that's what you're getting. It's like 10 people, too. I have 6 people on my end. Oh, God. They all got peelas and short bows. You motherfuckers didn't even stand a chance. Ooh! And we're on a standoff, too, out of all things fucking holy. Here, move off to the side so our animals don't get fucking destroyed. Oh, ho, ho, ho. And we'll go ahead and make one of them Force Rage. And let's say we have some pretty damn impressive firepower here. Fight me, bitch! I'd love to see you try. Oh, come on, a little bit farther, a little bit faster. I'll say my dudes are having some real fucking hard times actually killing these dudes. I'll say you dudes don't want to be fucking fighting the animals. They're all just wasting their time hurting our animals as opposed to fighting us. You dumbasses. Get the fuck out of here. I'm taking the rest of them with me. And all you hauling my animals. Oh, but they're my precious babe. They're all covered in fucking immaculate armor. Oh, come on. He's almost dead. Fuck. Damn it, we can't save like any one of these bastards too. Alright, I guess we'll take you along with us. We'll take that, take your cigar los. And we'll take all of this shit too. Here we go, and we'll take all of that as well. There you go. Beautiful. Thank you. And did we even really get injured there? Like, only a few of our animals got injured, and that was with, like, one recursive bow. And does Cowboy even have any... I don't think Cowboy had a shield on. So that's probably the only reason why they even got that way. Here, we'll give you nice little bandages here. Make you feel better. For being a piece of shit. And go ahead and carry, and we'll fix you at some point. Who the fuck gave us crow eggs and pipeweed? Oh, it must have been the Aboriginal. Okay. I guess that kind of makes sense. Thanks for the eggs, I suppose? Fucking question mark, question mark, question mark. Gilga and Cowboy. God damn. That was only a second of you actually being with them. You've already formed a bond. But I love the deer oh so much. And damn it, you guys slow as shit on that. Oh, goddamn. One sec. To the third fucking call. Bleh. Alright, I need to go ahead and get the fuck out of here because I need to start... I know it's going to seem very cheap of us, but we're buying all of our food and snacks outside of the theater and then bringing them inside. Because why the fuck not? Saves us a lot of money. God damn, this is the third leg Karen's lost too. Like, legitimately, we've had multiple legs lost by the same fucking chick. Every damn time. And you're working on the advanced components too. I can see why though. We are blowing through quite a few of them. And we only got very few of our cryo sleep caskets up here. I think eventually I may just have to start doing, like, I'll just be letting this thing go. I'll make, like, 1,000 advanced components, and then we'll come back to this after I've done all of that. Because legitimately, that's all we're waiting for is the manufacturing of all these advanced components and components. It's just we're going through so fucking many. So many. I didn't even realize it would take this money. It's like we have everything else in bulk, in mass, to an unholy degree. It's just that we have to sit here and wait. As somebody with like 200% working speed is crabbing out components, and it's still not even remotely fast enough. Well, that and the game's lagging too, so the game lagging also makes this thing work at like half speed. So it just takes fucking forever. Well, I think we'll call it good here. So I want to thank you all for joining me this evening. If by all means, if you had fun, follow one of our platforms, your favorite YouTube, Twitch, or Mixer. And that is Discord down below, as well as other social media links if that is your shit. If you're inclined to sit there and fight with me about whatever fucking topic of like if crossouts pay to win or whatever controversial fucking subject you like, why the fuck not? We'll go there and have fun. But other than that, my name's Pandalius and Saka Wiener.